Greetings, adventurer! How does the day greet you? I hope you find your accommodations comforting and to your liking. Judging by the look on your face, I sense you have many questions. One of which is certainly, who are you? A cromulent question indeed. My name is Mr. Crete, and I too shared your confused look when I first arrived here some time ago. Oh, I can recall them all. Mark of the Self, Drake, and Fernwood, Elrond of the Isle. So many faces, so many places. I remember them all so clearly. They were a part of me, but now their fate, like so many others, is a faded memory. Their hopes, their dreams, their actions, all taken, all brought to oblivion. How or why this has happened and continues to happen is what brought me to this place. Some force beyond imagining is out there. It acts without mercy, without remorse, but it has one purpose: the end. But fear not, there is hope. You did not come to this place by mistake. As I promised the first day we met, when I took your hand and brought you here to the Nameless Inn, I promise you again, I can save you. I can save all those that we have lost. As I said before, this is no mere game of Dungeons and Dragons. We fight for the future. We fight for the past. We fight for the everlasting tomorrow. I can see in your eyes that you are ready to take my hand and adventure once more. Welcome to the Third Realm.
Clover's face is familiar somehow, but you wouldn't remember ever meeting her. Having absolved her sins of her shady past by joining a monastery, this human has her sights set on making an honest living. Sort of? Old habits die hard, and why waste one's strengths? Now the proprietor of a brothel housed in a monster hunting bureau, Clover can exercise all her favorite pastimes and still satisfy her thirst for adventure. Fiercely conflicted between being good and having fun, Clover justifies her actions by balancing her karma. If she breaks the rules, she feels compelled to contribute something positive to Swiftstream. Her motto in this world has become quid pro quo, and thusly she despises disparity and unfair acts, and seeks vengeance where vengeance is due. Street smart and willing to get what she wants with creative problem solving, Clover sometimes overestimates her abilities and forgets her own clumsiness. Prone to ambition that is sometimes beyond her means, Clover's methods sometimes fall shy of graceful, but usually get the job done.
Taken to the life on the sea, I grew up in the waters with my uncle on his transport vessel. It was almost a dream compared to the times that followed. They boarded us late morning, wiping the crew and robbing its passengers. Everything happened so fast, it was like I blinked, and then nothing. I vaguely remember the taste of copper and salt after my plunge, and it was all I could to hold on to their hull. I don't know when they found me, but their captain took a liking to my resilience and decided to conscript me. Let me tell you the life of a pirate. Wake, drink, steal, drink, and oh yeah, drink some more. Being small and nimble, I spent most of my time in the crow's nest, keeping a watchful eye and a safe distance. Though distance myself as I did, I still had some of those pirate values rub off on me, like a taste for ale and the finer things. Did I say finer things? I meant shinier things. A blessing in disguise as this fierce storm engulfed our ship like a leviathan. And when I came to, we were in a strange land known as Swiftstream. The captain sent us in search of info on this new realm, but it matters little to me, for it's not where you are, but what you have. For me.
Doran died. He doesn't remember exactly when, but he died. Doran woke up with only fragments, like dreams that elude you in the bright light of day. He hailed from a noble kingdom, sixth in line to the throne. He wasted his day with tutors, learning his duties to be general. Second in line, second banana. He was no one's second banana. His imagination was captured. His uncle Isvan told stories of monster hunters. Doran discovered his calling. Having died protecting his beloved people, he fulfilled said calling. Doran closed his eyes and welcomed what was to come. Next, he woke in a nameless inn, safe to the welcoming gaze he would come to know as Mr. Greek, not certain if there was an afterlife or if this was the afterlife he was promised. Torin looks for a reason to live, one day at a time. With his BFF Jeff and the mysterious Mistress Clover, he started the first monster hunting bureau on Bergella. Swiftstream has seen. Our doors are open, and remember, we don't run from evil. Evil runs from us.
Let me illuminate for you the truly incandescent story of Jeff Johnson, shield of light and vessel of blessings most bright. Now don't let this frighten you, but I'm from the future. It's true, I'm from the city of Mousia, a scintillating beacon of civilization in the distant future. However, I was born of a family who stabbed people in the back like a whole bunch, and I was always kind of more interested in touching people and healing them, and I felt that that was my most brilliant path. And they never really appreciated all the sweet-ass shield surfing moves I could pull off going down the most excellent river waves. So I joined a holy order paladin, sworn to, now that I think, I really don't remember the name of the god that any of us prayed to. I always kind of felt it was light itself that blessed me with my most radiant gift and these golden locks. Bro, do you have any idea how sweet you can get your head game going just by throwing a little magical light on your dew? It's most righteous. So I was at the academy, maxing out, getting bummed, because all these holy motherfuckers wouldn't talk. I mean, who takes a vow of silence seriously? There was a knock at the door, right? I went to answer it, and there was a sweet-ass revenant there. Like a non-undead dragonborn. He was all, you should join our most noble quest. And I was like, you better fucking believe I will. And he was all, you're awesome. And I was like, no, you're fucking awesome. And he was like, let's go to Swiftstream. And I was like, I'm gonna shred the shit out of this stream, even though I don't know where it is. It was just awesome. So yeah, now we just roll around and slay shit with this chick, Clover, yeah. And dude, there's a brothel upstairs, right? Yeah, most resplendent.
Nice.
Isn't that great?
Oh, shit.
All right, my friends, as is often the case here in the Third Realm, a land of where imagination meets reality. An advanced game of Dungeons and Dragons in 5th edition. You each wake up. You each wake up at the inn. One of you is still sleeping, Clover. She looks sound asleep. And you hear the calming warmth of a burning fire crackling in your ears. You're in a familiar place. You look around, you see the inn before you, a bar behind which a smiling half-elf is looking at you, an exit to the far end of you where a hallway of intricate artwork lines it, a library on a little bit of an added level, a little step up, beside a little game wall, and of course a series of tables, all crescent moon shaped with 5 chairs and a chair in the center, all over the room. You look around you, and you're sitting in your comfortable chairs. The smell of stew is in your nostrils, the stale smell of beer also. Clearly this inn is a little out of shape, needs a little work. Hopefully many hands will get it cleaned up eventually. You look to each other and you see your friends. Why don't you tell us who's here today?
All right, bro. Yeah. I'm like Jeff. That's the best way to describe it. I am Jeff at its most Jeff. Got the glowing, flowing locks going on. Right now, I'm just wearing my board shorts. It's a nice day out. I'm very comfortable. Feeling good, feeling happy. Missing my buddy Torin. I'm upset that he's not here, but I know that he's a busy guy, and I'm gonna rep Torin well today. That's gonna be my goal. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever met the fellow at the end there. So, what's your deal, bro? Like, who are you, and what do you think you're doing here, man? Like.
Hi there, I am Fox. I am the founder of our Wizard Academy, Ravencliff. I'm just sitting upright, hair slicked back, formal attire, and I'm here looking for an adventure.
You came to the right place. And of course, we see our halfling friend in the dapper clothing.
As always. So, got the wild, untamable locks of dark azure that smells exactly like the ocean. I'll leave that to you. I've got the heterochromia that's usually kind of obscured, as usually one of my eyes are. Very rogue pirish, quite devilish, as you know. Always.
Always.
And people call me Kai. Kai Tides. Because the rising tide is always profitable.
And of course, we see a sleeping Clover who will waken soon. I believe, looking at Clover, she's what a firm-looking female.
I believe her shoulders made a certain, what's the word, impression last week.
Yes. She's got quite the build. Always a little smirk on her face, and even as she sleeps now. So behind the bar, you see a smiling half-elf who greets you. You know him to be your friend, Mr. Creek. Greetings, my friends. Welcome once again to the Nameless Inn. I see you've brought some friends with you.
Just the one.
Just the one viewer.
Oh.
As you know, my name is Mr. Creek, and this is my establishment, the Nameless Inn. It exists in a realm of pure imagination, where anything you can imagine can become a reality. For instance, turn into a troll. You suddenly see the wizard fox cast a spell upon himself, and he looks to be a troll. And having humored the innkeeper, he reverts back. For those of you joining us at home, this is our little adventure called The Third Realm. All of our sessions begin here in the Nameless Inn, where our adventurers sit and can ask their innkeeper, Mr. Creek, any question they like. Mr. Creek speaks meta. He's well aware of the player's handbook and of the world you come from. He refers to as the First Realm, the world of taxes, tablets, and tacos. Nice. Here in my inn, it is all imagination, but beyond that door lies a magical realm. Are you throwing things at me, sir?
Secret notes? What?
He wants me to be off camera for a moment so that he can send me this secret note. Very good. Very good. Clover's skin turns bright green, apparently. Yes. Anyways, thank you for that very important message. So, for those of you not familiar with the Third Realm, it is a game of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. It is a living tapestry where every week our players add to it. You are seeing but the tip of the iceberg, as it were. I believe we're sitting at about maybe 25 or 30 active adventurers. They come and go, and every week our world becomes more and more known. This here show, this stream, you'll be able to experience a piece of it every week, and we hope that you'll tune in regularly. So that said, you see Mr. Creek is sort of talking to no one in particular. he focuses his attention on you, and at this point you also notice there is a crotchety old man sitting by the library. He manages to
Oh, I'm backing away from that.
just no reason, doesn't say a word. He hawks a loogie straight at Jeff, and it clocks him right in the face. And yeah, it's got all the odor that you'd expect from brandy and old tobacco, like lung, like because it's a bit black.
That's so gnarly, bro. Like that's
And you see the old man and go back to his book.
most unappreciated. I need a drink.
my friends, come. Tell your old friend Mr. Creek what you've been up to.
Yes?
I'll actually be right back. As I walk over to the library, I will take one of the books and put like a little I owe you a book and just come back to the bar.
Okay.
I'm taking this out for the day.
You randomly take a book.
Yep.
It is on the subject of petrification and the lower workings of the Medusa.
Huh.
Fantastic.
Yes, well, she seemed to think so.
Normally I'd be doing a keg stand, but I got nobody to spot me right now. So I'm gonna go over to the... Bruh, like you're about like half of my... You're like 1/8 my size.
They have chairs here.
You think between the two of you, you could support me while I do a keg stand?
I think we've got this.
We'll do it.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's do it.
Fuck yeah, bro. All right, get that keg going.
I'll hold his toe. You've got the
Oh,
legs.
of course. A keg, right. What would you like to drink?
A keg of beer, man. I'll smash it open and fucking just go to town on it.
This is why we can't have nice things here.
It's a bar, right?
I will see what keg I can produce for you. You see Mr. Creek go behind his bar, and you hear like a door open, but like one of those like doors in the floor, and close. You hear some rummaging, and then you hear some and you see Mr. Creek pop up again from the bar. He's like sweating profusely, and he goes and he's got like a half keg, and he's rolling it on the floor to the end of the bar.
You should like get some help around here.
I agree. There was a time where every station was manned and people were ready to help, and now it's just me. Oh, it's most distressing.
Guess you could say you're a little up the creek there.
You could say that. So he pushes the barrel to the end of the bar, and you can see near the end of the bar there's, of course, a corridor that just leads off into the distance. A series of doors are lining it, and there's on its exact opposite side of the room there's another corridor. And he rolls it out. Ugh. Thanks for the help. Really appreciate it. And he puts it right in front of you. There you go. 1 keg of Moose Trap beer.
Sweet. I'm gonna take my hammer, pop the top off of it. It's gonna start
Already pretty shook it up, and it just starts.
and then 2 hands, hop up. You guys gotta
All right,
hold
yep.
me up.
I got the legs. We're holding you up.
Doing a keg
So
stand.
the keg of beer is blasting into your mouth. Tell me how it tastes. It reminds you of a night in Vegas.
Yeah.
Was it a good night?
It tastes like a 4.
A 4 is okay. I think it was a little too much, a little too bubbly.
Yeah.
You feel like your gut's pretty full, but you're feeling like at some point in the near future you'll be able to let out a most righteous belch.
I like that. All right.
This is pretty incredible. You see this surfer-esque fellow, as your first round term would put it, not unlike Sean Penn in that movie about those high school kids.
I've never actually seen it.
With the golden locks, though. Amazingly, he's just taking in all of this, like, It's pretty, his mouth is open pretty wide. It might excite some of you if that's the way that you go. I know Clover right now, her little grin goes a little bigger.
As she's sleeping?
Yes.
She knows what's going on.
Somebody's close to drowning right now.
And-
That pleases me quite nice.
Like, Creek's just looking, and he, like, looks over at his mop, which is by this dusty old cloak that's got, like, little patches of different color on it. And he's just like, oh, Jeff. That's Jeff. Tell me, my friends, what can I get for you? Perhaps something not as messy?
Well, you've got some nice dwarven stuff, but what have you got on the elf variety?
Oh, I have a great variety of elven wines. Was there a particular type of elven wine you prefer? I have a winterberry wine that's quite exquisite.
Well, let's go with that then.
It's not for everyone, I should warn you.
You know, you said the same thing about that fire water.
Well, you
And that tasted like a fight.
In my defense, you drank it wrong.
Ah, the first time I was a little under the weather. It was fine.
Indeed.
I-
By all means. He takes out this glass, or sorry, this little, it's like a little saucer, and he sprinkles a couple seeds onto it, and you see the saucer grow into a bottle, and the bottle has like berries and stuff on the inside, and the berries, like, you can see them go from little flowers to berries to, like, they age, and you see as this happens over and over again, the bottle begins to fill with this somewhat white wine. He opens it up.
Well, that's a fucking clever trick.
Whew. Good vintage. And he takes. You can see that one of the bottle, a little branch, has stemmed off from it and turned into a little cup. And he breaks it off and pours it in for you. Oh yes, elves are most efficient.
Oh, I'm sure it grows on you.
Ha! 50
5.
experience. 5. So you sip back this amazing winterberry wine, and it actually has quite a kick to it. And you feel an extra connection to the sea right now. You believe that you may be able to understand the creatures of the sea a little better today, if you were to speak to them. Not that you'll understand completely, but a little better, in case that happens, which it likely won't.
I'll always like
My
feeling
wizardly
close to
friend,
Sherlock.
Fox! It is a pleasure to see you here today on this, what do you call it? Stream? What is the first realm expression?
Sure.
Well, I'm quite versed in the meta. Yes, taking the place of our friend,
Torin,
Torin. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. I haven't seen Torin in a little while,
He's the best.
but it's good. I don't know if you're aware that this was never intended to be statically just the 4 of you. We knew that eventually more would come, but you came a little sooner than expected. But isn't that usually the case with you, Fox? What can I get
can't
for
help
you?
rumors.
Bro,
I
just
have
think about
something
baseball.
that could clear that right up, by the way.
What do you have in liquor per se? A nice hard sipper.
Well, there's the Dwarven Fire Ale.
Do it.
Hmm?
It's fucking great.
I've also got some Backwater Bugbear Brandy. While I don't know if a fellow, though, of your stature should be drinking that. It's a little strong, a little on the feisty side, I would actually say.
Well, that's why you sip it, right? I think I will have a glass and I'll nurse it.
Well, very well, as you wish, sir. So he goes and he takes out. It looks like a big ball, basically, and he puts it like a big shot put ball, like just a big metal ball, and he taps on it twice, and then he goes under the counter for a minute, and then he comes back up with his big hammer. Smash! And you see it vibrate, and it shrinks down, and you see a little couplet forms out of it, and it's bubbling something fierce. And there's definitely distinctly a large bugbear eyeball that's floating at the bottom of this strange round. And you're not sure, it's almost like a small bowling ball with a hole in it. And you can see there's a liquid in there, all right, but it's like it condensed down to a smaller. You're not sure how exactly to drink it, but you're pretty smart. You'll figure it out.
Oh, well, I guess I'll just I'll take it and I'll just put my lips around the hole and just take a swig back a bit.
Tell me how it tastes.
5.
5. Okay. So you see, like, Mr. Creek's like, what are you doing? Like, you're drinking it. It's bugbear. You put it in your ear, man. And somehow you're just like, Like it tastes kind of like licorice mixed with peat moss, crammed into an eyeball. And for the most people, that they find that disgusting. But for you, you've seen some pretty scary things, and this flavor, you could probably use this to frighten some people, and it gives you a train of thought. Like, you've been having people see and hear things, but what if they could taste things? Oh, and you suddenly believe very strongly that you're pretty sure you could use your illusion magic today to not only affect sound and sight, but taste as well. Use that as you will. Well, that was interesting. Can't say I've gotten to see such a interesting selection of beverages. Actually, I think in the end, yours was the most boring.
The keg stand.
Yes, yes, indeed. Do you think Clover would want anything?
You know, I think she would really appreciate some of that beautiful fire wine you have.
You think so?
Dwarven stuff. She was going on about it yesterday. She was
You're
really sad that she didn't
mean.
try any because she had a small glass, but it felt really left out.
Well, you see, one of the most important things in the realm is that they must consent to drink. So
Oh, we'll
if
wake
she's
her up.
not going to be here,
We can wake it up.
She's gonna be here really soon.
are we speaking so soon that I should just banter a little longer? Soon?
But no? All right.
I hear Mr. K in the back shouting no. So,
She does seem to feel that drinking the firewater's fine.
oh, she consents.
She does consent.
She consents.
What is this? How
I
does
know
she
my
do this?
coworker.
I don't know.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
Very well. How does she drink it? Let's find out if she does it right. Who's rolling for her?
Well, who's gonna pour it in her mouth?
I'll do it.
That was quick.
We need a funnel.
No, we don't.
Oh, some wake-up juice.
Dude.
You just pinch
beer
their nose
bong.
like this. You tilt their head back. I think you pinch the nose, right? 5 pumps, and then
Oh, that's a 1. That was a 1.
that's a 5.
Oh.
Why did we roll this?
Did you all get 5s?
She got a 1.
It wasn't in the box. I also re-roll ones.
Does Clover?
It's
I'm
Clover.
the one pouring it in her throat.
Oh, she has
does have
lucky.
lucky, actually.
She has lucky in the third round. As we know, though, in the Nameless Inn, we don't use your stats and statistics. But I will let this slide. Was that a 5, 5, 5,
It was-
5? You
it was
all
fives.
rolled 5s. You
I
may
rolled a
all
4.
never have nothing. That's right.
High five.
So she does indeed. She wakes up,
I had a 3.
and like even though her eyes are glassed over, she's like, "I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm ready. Let's go. I'm ready whenever you guys are ready." And she like goes back to sleep. So she's kind of sleepwalking a little bit right now.
I will just throw her on someone's back.
But she feels like when she finally comes to, there's going to be quite a bit of spring in her step, as you once again. Did you make her smell it first? Was that and then funneled it in?
Yeah, well, I mean,
course you
right
did.
before I plugged her nose, because she has to swallow it.
Of course you did. So, as I recall, looking at, and you see actually this Mr. Creek looks very similar to Mr. Creek that you met last time. His hat looks more or less the same and same youthful
Much better
expression.
than the first time we ran into him.
Yeah, the first time you met him,
You looked like
Gash looked like shit.
I'm
It's-
sorry.
It's
No
accurate.
offense, brother, but you looked like shit.
Oh,
Hell in a
I have no
handbasket.
memory of that.
I'm sure he gets that all the time.
Come on now, he's
Why
not
would
that
I look-
bad. He's half elf.
Why would I look
That's apparently something.
terrible? When you've got looks like this and clothing like this, you see
Where do
he's
you get your
wearing
hats?
he's wearing his dapper red, his crimson red outfit with his plumed hat.
I really want one of those.
Well, you have to work pretty hard to get one of these.
Oh, buddy, you don't have to work hard for anything in this world. You just need enough of this.
An interesting perspective coming from a halfling thief druid. Anyways,
Pirate,
as I recall, when we last left the realm, you were delivering something or escorting something. Your
A bit of
monster
both.
hunting guild was hired to escort in a precious container
And some horses.
and some horses by what's his name again?
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones. Yes, of course.
Savvy?
I believe I can, when you're ready to travel, I can focus and bring you back to that specific moment in time.
Let's do it.
As long as I don't get anything mixed up, it should be fine. You see him take out a book.
I do have a question about that.
Oh, actually, I knew that you were going to ask that. Go ahead.
Well, do you know
Go
my
ahead.
question is, then?
I always enjoy it.
I'm just wondering, the last time I was around, I cast some spells, and I'm just wondering what my spell list will look like going into the third realm.
How are you feeling it will look like?
I feel like it'll be nice and invigorated, and all my spells will be available to me.
It's true. Some of them will be, but some of them will not be. Unfortunately, I believe, guys had a short rest.
That does nothing for me.
That does absolutely nothing for you.
Nothing.
You will find, however, you rolled a 4. You will find that 60% of your spells have regained their abilities.
Okay, let me just break it down for you simply here. I've spent 5 of my lay on hands out of 10 hit points. A 1 level 1 spell, 1 level 2 spell,
Tell you what.
and my warding flare ability.
Tell you what I'll do.
Yes.
Do you have any of those little sparkly gems I so enjoy?
I don't do those. I don't use those.
Ever?
Ever. I don't. I have sworn to live my life through the light, and all that else that sparkles is just a false interpretation of the true light.
You bite your fucking tongue.
Very good. You know, I respect your choice, and as such, I'm going to let you enter the realm with what you left, but you can replenish a 1st and 2nd level spell.
All right.
Yes, 60% was better, but I think you're the type of person who likes the grit, likes to get down into it.
Yeah.
Now, you save that belch, though. I'm sure it'll come in
I'm
handy.
looking forward to burping all over this adventure.
Could I ask if... Oh,
What's
so
up?
you're about to... no, I was going to say, after you look it up, could you just double check if Wild Shape comes back after a half?
I'll check it out.
Are you opening a book in my inn? Because that's totally okay.
I know it is.
This is the place to do it.
Yes.
By the way, if any of you need to look into your books for how to cast your spells or what have you, this is the time to do it. Good. I like that. I have a good feeling about you, Fox. Anyways, I'm here if you need anything. Otherwise, why don't we get going? Well, we'll give you a moment to read your book. Is there anything I can do for either of you?
I want to take a gander at what the old man's reading.
Okay, very good. You approach the old man. He seems to ignore you completely. He has a large tome, and in it is described many, many runes. You've seen these runes from time to time. You have a key that actually has some runes similar to these on them, but you can't make heads or tails of them. And he's like, right now, it looks like he's like halfway in his book, and he's just, every now and then he sips his brandy and turns a page. Too complicated, boy. You wouldn't get it.
On the cover, is there like a title or like an emblem on it, so I can make a note of that?
You try to peer through the table to see the cover. It's like an open book.
Oh, so it's on the table.
He's on
It's
the
not-
table
it's not-
and
it's
he's just
not up. Okay.
peering through it. Yeah, he's not reading it like this.
Okay.
It looks like money.
You gonna stand there all day? You're blocking my light.
No, that is perfectly fine. I go back to the two compadres that I have just met.
Bro, this
Don't
is gonna
worry.
be awesome.
We'll talk soon enough.
So we've never really hung out before. I'm always of the opinion where any sort of conflict or what's the word, fight is best done quickly and obviously. Actually, I fought one of your dudes last time I was here. Me and what was his name, Jasper. We got into it, and we're buddies
really?
now. But he seems to think pretty highly of you, a little too highly, if I do say so. But I have my own, let's just say, hero worship, and we'll go from there. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this. What are you going to do? Like, what are you What do you do, man? Like,
Well, I prefer just to, whenever there's a conflict, I prefer to be smart about it. If I can't take it directly head on,
You
I'll-
run?
No. Try. Last resort is run.
That's not very smart. Then,
so
is
what
it?
do you, if you don't run and you don't like hit it, what do you do?
Oh no, I do hit it sometimes. Just more so if it's completely out of my league, I want to use my surroundings, anything that's readily available to me. That I will try and use those in.
So you try and like
Yes.
outthink it?
Yes.
Do you grovel?
Grovel? No. Never.
Plea?
Never.
Cry?
Never.
What the fuck do you do?
He outthinks it.
I outthink it. I outsmart it.
What's that like?
I don't get that many scars this way, actually.
Do you hide?
Sometimes I do.
That makes sense then.
I'm not
Sneaky.
very good at hiding, although I am good at helping others to hide.
He is exceptionally good at that, actually.
Yeah.
We have this beautiful partnership going on. It's like a business.
It's just, I like to see it as helping out those that are unable to help themselves by helping ourselves.
To the ones that can.
Yeah.
Fox, by the way, you were commissioned recently from your academy by a Sevi Jones. He forgot that there was some other components he needed delivered to this island. He said it in exchange for your personal assistance, because he needed to make sure these critical resources reached the island, that he would put some resources into the academy, and he guaranteed you that you would love a great deal provided. Do you wish to accept that offer? Did you accept that offer? I think you did. I have here that you accepted it.
Yeah, I've accepted the offer.
Because that's why you're going to be on the docks nearby, and you've got your own little vessel. I believe you told Sevi that you had your own ship.
Yep.
Okay. So you've loaded it to bear with well-cut lumber, other tools. It's a larger ship. How big is it? Or is it like?
It's quite large.
Okay,
Like
excellent.
galleon size?
It's just before the galleon age, actually.
Okay.
Like a
So
frigate?
Yeah, it
sounds like
if
the
you know
name.
it's the
wanna
Golden
build this
Hind
boat?
or the
Ah,
Pelican.
forget.
It's Sir Francis. It's
Too big-
modeled after a Sir Francis Drake's flagship.
Okay. Too big could be bad because there's some rapids you need to go through. You don't want your ship smashed to bits. So what Sevi ended up suggesting is he actually has a couple barges that are there, and he asked if you could escort and meet with these fellows.
Sure.
And you found that agreeable, as per our conversation that totally happened.
Totally.
And you'll be nearby when finally you guys decide to enter the third realm.
Okay, sounds good.
Speaking of which, is there anything else I can do for you?
No, I'm gonna grab Clover and kind of fireman carry her over the shoulders and be like, "Let's go, man!"
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. So
Could
why don't I
trouble you actually for half a bottle of that dwarven fire before we leave?
wish another beverage?
This one's to go, actually.
By all means, take something to go, but go for it. He goes under the bar
Hand him a
and
wineskin.
he gets no. He gets you a little. He fetches a little. Like you hear him clattering some stuff,
Perfect.
and he produces like this strange. Looks like a bag, but it's made of a thin woodish substance, very similar to papyrus.
Wicked.
And it's got like a little dog face on it. And it's, here you go! Have fun, little one!
Thank you. I have plans for this.
So he goes from behind the bar, and if you'll come this way, he leads you down a corridor. You see various pictures of the town of Swiftstream are lining it. There are 4 such pictures. They seem to get more and more detailed. And in the 5th slot, you can actually see a larger area around Swiftstream is beginning to get defined, and there's mountains and forests, and some of it looks very familiar. You actually recognize the Great Lake, and you come to realize that there might be more out there than you had previously known about. So as you go down the Hall of Frames to the end of the Hall of Frames, you see a large door. You see Mr. Creek fiddle with some keys. Oh, seems to be one missing. Oh, that's not good. Well, I'm sure it'll come up. And he puts a key into the door, and the door opens. And Mr. Creek steps through it. If you consent to travel, follow me.
Clover's totally consenting. I'll walk right in.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So you see Mr. Creek. He's focusing intently. He's fiddling with a small metal disc, and he's trying to. Oh, very good. Okay. All right. Excellent. So you start rushing towards this. You see this in the distance. These fine silvery threads that together form like a river. Nothing but blackness all around. And as he's walking, he's like, so that's only going to be about 5 miles. And then you awaken. You are not on a ship, but in a small grove. You see a few rangers are nearby, and a short gnome with a wicked-looking ratchet at his side, so an interesting little tool, looked to be made of pure ice, is telling them, is obviously preaching to them about how amazing Diana is. She is so innovative. This one time she made a contraption so large that even the deity Zeus was amazed. And you see the ranger just like, right. Okay, good. And you're surrounded by just this circle of trees. And
Is that true?
What?
Yeah, I don't know if that's true, man. I don't think Diana's much of like an inventor.
Oh, she's the most innovative of them all. Look at this. She had me make it. And he produces, it looks like it's a stick with a string and a cage on it. Watch! And he goes, ugh! And you see it go, and you hear a little like click, 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 click. Ah! And he starts winding it. And he brings it back, and you see there's a little rat in it. And the rat's just like, looks terrified. See? Amazing! All Diana, all the time. She brings this stuff to me. I know my calling, friend.
I know Diana, and that's, I always thought she liked not trapping animals.
Oh, well, she likes trapping animals and contraptions and innovations. I've been following this faith for quite some time. I think I know what I'm talking about.
Can I have a knowledge religion check to know, like, 'cause this doesn't feel right.
Sure.
Yeah. 10 plus 5, 15.
You know that the faith of Diana is a stern, somewhat druidic order based on there's a council, the Twilight Council, and there's a premise that men aren't really welcomed in the higher echelons of the faith, and they're very strict about various things, and that indeed nowhere in there is anything linked to innovation save that the hand of Diana is somewhat of an innovation. It's a bunch of twines and twigs that make a hand that some of her followers receive. But beyond that, no, there's not too much.
You're going to go over to the little guy and just going to pat him on the shoulder and be like, it's okay, buddy. You know, I know that you don't really feel the connection with her, but, you keep doing you. You keep building your little contraptions, and maybe one day you'll find a real God that really actually cares about the things that you make.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I thought I was an asshole. Fucking
Just look
Christ.
it up for him, man. He's following a God that doesn't care about him at all.
And you're the religious one.
I am.
Listen here, buddy.
You cut me deep, man. You cut me deep.
I can tell that you're really good with your hands, and clearly you've got some practice. So if you need a god who's all about this, then look no further. And I pull out the coin.
Okay.
See, there's this god who believes in prosperity. He believes in everything that could be creation and devotion. And, you know, you would do so much better under the guidance of the hand than under a god who apparently doesn't care.
Make persuade a religion. I don't care which.
Make that a persuasion check. Because it'll be an 8.
Can I assist him?
You want to go ahead? Add to this conversation.
Yeah, bro. Like, I know Diana. I've prayed with Diana. She's cool, man. But if you're like not a dude or like into animals, then she's totally the one to go with. But if you are a dude and you know you build contraptions that confine animals, man, like she might get pretty upset. So this little guy here, I mean, you guys are both little guys. You know, you got a little dude here, you're a little dude. Get your little dude action going on, man. I'm sure the both of you can figure something out.
You know what? I've got a better idea. So this coin is actually a symbol of my god. And it tends to react around people that are meant to be or possibly have some kind of divine, I want to say fate, but some people don't quite believe in fate.
So Fox, you're watching this conversation. You're invisible right now, and you've came across this grove. You're just curious how it's doing. I don't know if you recall coming by it a while ago when you were in this area. And suddenly these guys just like they both just walk out of the woods and start having this conversation with this gnome. And you find it kind of humorous, but whenever you wish, you can intercede. But right now, you're maybe just tuning in.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm
sorry.
gonna,
Continue.
yeah,
So-
I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder. Like, yeah, man, he knows what's going on.
if
So I'm
you'll
gonna
just-
give you guidance,
Okay.
and so you roll a d4 on top of another d20. So let's see.
So, but as I put I'll be like, so if you want to just take this into your hand, and if it reacts, maybe you've already been blessed by the divine hand, and you don't even know it yet. Because the hand has its hand in everything.
Diana has a hand.
Absolutely, but wouldn't you want a god that appreciates your devotion so much more?
But I've been making her tools.
But think of all the tools you can make for the hand, because whatever you put into the hand will deliver threefold, tenfold. Because as much as the prosperity builds, the dam must break.
Is it threefold or tenfold? That's a big difference.
It depends on the effort you put in, because the hand will justly reward you. As I put the coin into his hand, the second his hand touches it, I'm gonna cantrip it to glow.
Okay. Doing anything as this is going on?
I'm just watching.
This is part of that whole thinking it through.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that.
It's gonna be 13.
Oh, that's terrible.
I keep rolling under 5 with my fucking d20. You're on timeout. Fuck you.
So he picks up the coin and like it glows. I can do that. Watch. He takes out his ice ratchet and focuses on it and begins to glow. That's not impressive. This is my calling. I've been following this faith for years. Throws the coin down. Am I just gonna give up on my goddess? She loves me. I'm like the top cleric. I'm like the head of the faith.
Really? You're the head of her faith.
Almost. I'm up there.
So I'm gonna say in Druidic. So how long have you been following her?
Did you just tweet like what is it? Sounds like squirrel. What?
Really? Because I thought all of Diana's followers could understand this language.
Chick bleep? What?
You must not be as devout as you think you are.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
And then back in like common, this guy's full of shit. I'm not even gonna try to help him. You obviously aren't meant for the divine blessing of the hand.
What else do we see around?
Okay, so you see these two rangers that are generally at the grove, and they're with this little gnome. Mm-hmm. They've got a little fire going, and they've been foraging. They more or less run this little outpost. In the immediate vicinity, like as you actually look into the groved area, you can actually like as you concentrate. Oh wow, there's like pretty well hidden like little stands and stuff Like, clearly, this is like an adventurer outpost where they sell rations and supplies and what have you. And you can make out that there's probably at least 10 other individuals throughout this little circle.
Our boats aren't there?
The boat's not there. However, you can hear in the distance the washing of waves.
Like, so we're here to escort boats, right?
You're here to escort boats. You don't know why you're here.
We got dropped at the wrong spot, so
Yeah.
I guess I'll take a look around. While JP.
Where's
goes
that
cat.
other dude? Like, he's invisible. We can't see him, right?
Yeah.
Is it just... Where's this, like, smarmy looking dude?
Did we get dropped off in the wrong fucking spot?
Maybe.
Has Creek done that before?
Well, yeah.
Really?
He's not the most accurate of guys.
He seems so.
I
with
bet
it
you he
there.
pees on the floor.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
a
He
gust
seems
of
to
wind
really like his fucking
Go
place.
through the grove.
So, yeah, I guess we ask around and hope this other dude shows up.
Who? What other dude? You see one of the rangers approaches you. Oh, hail, heroes. I take from Swiftstream.
Yeah, bro.
Sure.
What,
We're here to,
What news do you bring of the great Mother Oak?
It's tall and sturdy and stiff as a board.
Looking a little bare lately, though.
Shut up.
There.
Yeah, not so many of the leaves. I don't know. It's not my
Not that tree,
expertise.
bro. The other tree.
What other tree?
The big one.
What? How many big ones are there? You talk about the
I
world
mean,
tree?
for you, yeah, they're all big.
The great oak in Swiftstream. The mother tree.
Yeah,
You-
it's
you
cool.
talking about that
Were you
world?
sent from Swiftstream?
Yeah.
He starts to reaching for his weapon like,
Oh,
who
calm-
are you?
Calm your shit, boy. We're from Swiftstream. I just don't know what fucking oak you're talking about, because unlike you, I don't know about this place very well. I'm kind of new here.
Oh, I see. Judging by your garb, you're, some sort of boat dweller?
Sure. Boat dweller.
You smell like sea salt.
I do. It's because I'm from the sea.
What does he smell like?
He smells like pine.
And badger dung?
What's her name?
You don't see a badger near him, but you actually do see a little tunnel, like a little burrow right beside him.
Well, go on. What's her
And
name?
it shifts a little bit when you speak of a badger.
We were sent
what's her
here
name?
by Jones to like bring some stuff from one place to another place. Now, personally, I kind of feel like that's a bit of like our waste of talent. Like, we're a monster hunting bureau, not a box escorting like delivery service.
Well, the last 3 expeditions he sent haven't come back, so...
Oh, you know? Okay.
Well, yeah, they usually stop here first.
So, why haven't they come back? Do you guys like have an idea of what's going on?
My guess has something to do with the strange lights we've seen over the Great Lakes of late.
What
Started
lights?
about
Can
a
you
fortnight
describe
ago.
them?
Basically red falling lights that crashed into the water, some of them into the local mountainscape.
Really?
Yes. And then the dreams. They have not been pleasant.
Oh, you've been experiencing dreams too.
Yes, I had one last night. It was horrifying.
Was it, and I feel like I should describe the creature that we've been told about before from all the empathies dreams Ziga did. Or Torin, sorry.
He describes... Well, first of all, that's a really personal question. Now, you're here preaching about some hand that, as far as I know, all it's really done is sent some probably otherwise good folk to their deaths.
That was Jones. The hand didn't tell him to do it. The hand just helps. Everyone.
Throw a persuasion my way. He's a little skeptical of your intentions.
Can any of you roll higher than a 5, please?
That's gonna be 11.
11? So yeah, he looks at you very suspiciously. You look a lot like one of those pirates that was been giving us trouble these last few days.
And now you're gonna label me. You don't even
Well-
know the first thing about what's my fucking name.
There's
And
an
you're already
old
telling me what you
expression.
think I am.
If the shoe fits.
What shoe do I look like? I wear shoes.
He looks at your feet.
I'm wearing boots.
Oh. So you're not like a regular halfling.
No, he's got no fairly proportioned feet to himself.
Yes. Well met.
Do you know how hard it is to find things in these sizes?
Child sizes, I guess. Just get a child cobbler.
You know, bro, we
Child
could
cobbler.
get like one of those kids at the orphanage to work to becoming a cobbler to
I
make
gotta
you
find
shoes.
whoever makes those clogs. We gotta start apprenticing them to him.
You want to wear goblin shoes, bro? Okay. But
I want to wear some fucking nice clogs, so I can start clocking people out.
hey,
Who is this? Oh, and he suddenly realizes there's this
she's woken up.
Oh yeah, she's still on your
female with you.
shoulders.
Who is this you're carrying about with you? I hope that she's quite all right. Again, he's reaching for his sword. At this point, Clover, you regain consciousness.
Oh boy. Whoa. What I miss?
What did you miss indeed? So you suddenly have a memory of somebody getting you to drink some
You're welcome.
some dwarven fire ale, and things got a little fuzzy
your
after
favorite.
that. But you're now in the third realm, in a small little ranger druid grove, circular circle of trees, and you come to, and clearly your friends have been helping you out. You remember that maybe that party at your business may have gone a little later than it should have. So you feel a little groggy, but you know what? The dwarven fire ale kind of helped clear up.
Yeah, it did.
senses.
You're feeling a little bit more springy though, so I'm sure it tasted good because I went to pour crap down your throat
Oh.
while you slept.
You feel a little excitable. It's true.
God.
Did I seem like I enjoyed myself?
Yeah, you had a great time. You were the center of attention, as often is the case. There was
At some point, you were on the table. They had all started lifting the table, and then somebody tried to throw a chair. I'm assuming, and
At least this is what you remember. This is what you remember. Now that said, the
Poor
last place you
pretty good.
were was on a pirate ship, and now suddenly
right.
you're a little off center, and you're not exactly sure where you are.
Were we
morning.
supposed to make a delivery?
apparently, but now we're here. Either Creek dropped the ball or he dropped us. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Probably us.
I do feel like I've been dropped. But okay, alright, cool.
You didn't tell about the door frame, did you?
Oh?
No, don't worry about yourself.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
barely noticeable.
You're surprisingly heavy.
It's all in the trunk.
All right, I hear laughter and I don't know where it's coming from.
So you do suddenly hear laughter, and you're not sure where the laughter's coming
Where is it? Where is he? I know he was with us, and now I can't see him. He might know about the red lights.
Yeah. Well,
Why? Why can't we see him? Who is
Fox
this?
approaches from the tree line.
from. Okay.
Hello,
You're-
friends.
You're still invisible. Do you end your spell?
and we're
I end my
still
spell.
hearing
Okay.
voices.
As I come out of the tree
There
line,
you are.
I just see walking. Look,
He's still invisible.
looking a little
He
tired.
ends
Oh, you ended it.
This tree, he left me like way in there.
it. Yeah, he totally messed up, man.
So what's this encampment here?
What are you doing?
This is one of the groves, and I've never been here before, but I've heard about it. But I know it's on the way to where we're supposed to deliver our stuff, but I don't know where our stuff is. And Torrin's not here either, which single tears. But
Can I smell the water?
Yes.
Can I try to?
You,
like,
Fox, know for a fact that there's a little dock not too far from here. You've got your stuff ready to go. You saw the pirate ship as it's stuck in a bunch of rocks, and you saw the sight that you remember seeing was these two barges just flying out of the rapids. One of them crashed right into, or at least something crashed right into the pirate ship, and one of the barges span out of control, and the other one totally just did like a skipper thing. And you swear you saw some weird tangerine green haired guy surfing on a shield successfully and smashing into this ship and making it shake. You know that there's 2 boats ready to go. One of them's got a big crate on it that fell off the pirate ship and perfectly onto this vessel, and the other one's got a bunch of horses. And then the last thing that you saw, there was this weird sort of light over the grove that you had passed through, and then you headed over here to see what it was all about. So you know that the dock that your barge is not too far from you. About 5 miles.
5 miles?
Yes.
In what direction?
From where we are now?
The grove is 5 miles from your dock. The ship and all that stuff is about 5 miles away. So whatever this Creek fellow did, he brought you 5 miles off course.
Can I wild shape into cat quick?
You turn into a cat.
Oh,
you
you're
guys see a cat.
Just gonna pat around a bit of the grove to see if I can find one of the...
Like, there's 2 rangers, they're just arms crossed, and they're like, they have no idea what you're doing here, and there is a gnome that is whimpering.
Yeah, he's done.
We crushed his religious hopes.
Well, I mean, what kind of gnomish inventor would worship the moon goddess Diana?
Well, I mean,
Right?
Diana's
It
pretty
doesn't-
fucking great, so...
I'm sure, but
Although, he totally could have followed the hand. But he
there's,
has
you
to
know,
restrict it.
like,
Does make sense.
You don't
my
bite the hand that
limited
feeds you.
knowledge of religion, which is rather expansive, is tells me that there probably could be a more niche god for somebody with such a clockwork mind, so to speak. But you ranger guys, listen, we gotta go to, what is it called again?
I'm talking about the dock?
No, the place that we're
Meow.
bringing the stuff to.
Oh, the Isle of
Speak up, woman.
Whore Island?
Whore Island? Is that where you get all the women from for our bordello?
No, that's where I came from.
She gets them from Penn Island.
That makes sense. Is that where we're going?
That's not what it's really called.
Going to Whore
Penn
You're
Island?
going
That's what I knew
to
it
the
as.
Great Isle in the
Yeah,
center
yeah.
of the lake.
So
yeah.
Folly.
Folly.
Folly. Surely too dangerous. As I said, 3 expeditions have come through here from your precious Mr. Jones, and none have returned.
But
Well,
none of
firstly-
them had us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There's that. Secondly, Precious, really?
I
Dude, I like
presume
horses.
his fascination with coins is he considers them precious, as your little mockery of
sorry.
a display indicated there.
How do you get your daily needs? Do you just...
I get them myself. Diana has pretty strict guidelines for how we gather our things. We get it done ourselves.
Well, that's fair for you, but how do you expect everyone else to do it?
Get it themselves.
Really?
Yeah.
So you aren't going to support somebody who's exceptionally good at a
We
certain
each
craft?
support each other, and by doing so, we work interdependently.
Yes, but you still have your own form of currency through trade.
Well, we can exchange things, of course.
Yes, so you exchange things of value for other things of value.
We don't need coin to do that.
But what's... the-
I've got a pelt. You've got a bow. We figure out how many pelts is for a bow.
Yeah.
Easy. No metal needed.
Well, that's fair, but we use currency as a way to exchange the value of time.
Okay, and I'm telling you that there's an easier way. It's called go hunt it yourself, lazy.
Really?
Hunt
Yeah.
what?
So what would you say to somebody who's been gravely injured defending their homeland that's no longer capable of going to get something their own?
You
'cause
know
they would
what?
Die?
Nature has a strange way of working things out. Sometimes
Yes,
the
they
strong
find some-
survive and the weak perish. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
So if you were to die right now, you'd be considered the strong or the weak.
I'm not going to die right now. I'm
You sure
always
about
prepared.
that? Life's completely unexpected.
Well, here I feel safe.
This is
and when I go
hilarious,
out,
by
if
the
that happens, if I'm not able to make it, then that is the way of things. I'm not going
10-minute
to
ritual.
Yeah,
grieve over what ifs and possibilities, but I will make sure I'm as prepared as possible. Now, you, my short, comfortable looking friend, if you prefer to hoard coin and waste your time drinking booze and whatever else you short folk do, by all means. Hey! Who are you calling short folk? Suddenly see Ice Ratchet.
You're perky again.
I'll have you know, I'm quite efficient at self-sustaining. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you look it.
I do actually.
I wasn't lying.
No, you're right.
This
So,
is my serious face.
Being a gent who believes in being well prepared, how about you help us be well prepared and inform us a little bit more on what we're getting ourselves into with this center aisle?
Well, if it'll keep foolish adventurers from dying needlessly,
Sure.
I suppose I can help you a little bit.
Wow.
Absolutely.
But I'd rather she ask me the questions if you don't mind.
Really?
Hello.
Hi.
He gives a little bow.
I feel we already understand each other very well.
The name is Gilius.
Gilius.
This is my compatriot Tigris. And of course we have Kittens and Fluffy. And you see these little badgers come out of the ground.
They're so cute.
And they growl a little bit.
Oh.
Yes, it is our
Precious.
custom to name our badgers things of that nature. But anyways,
It's accurate. I love it.
tell me, miss, is there anything I can help you with?
Well,
This guy's full of shit.
I think you could help us, perhaps, to find our lost cargo and get to Poor Island.
Whore Island. What a peculiar
Greatest
name.
place on earth.
It's,
For a
it's
place.
the old name.
I thought you
Well,
liked Penn Island.
You're not far from the coast. It's about maybe 4 miles that direction. He points to the south. We have a path that you can take. Leads right to it. It's usually quite secure. As you know, we actually know how to take care of ourselves, so we keep the area relatively clear. However, that said, I would recommend staying away from the water edge and in general the water. It's very dangerous. As I've mentioned, 3 expeditions, none have returned. It's just not safe. It's been that way for the last month or so, and the waters themselves seem more treacherous. It's safer here on the ground around the trees.
Do you know what happened to those other expeditions?
Well, they went missing, so I'm going to presume they met an untimely death.
Did you not look for them?
We did, actually. We searched the coastline, and we did not find them.
No wreckage?
Well, have you seen the size of this lake? We are but a small grove. We scout the area, and we inform. Okay? We hunt when needed, all right? But we're more about knowing the layout. That said, we know the layout of the surrounding area. We don't go too far into the lake. It's not our area of expertise.
We're going into the lake.
That is excellent. You should probably talk to our water elf compatriot.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, she's been out there swimming. I'm sure you may be able to find her near the coast.
Oh,
Perfect.
Let's
but
go.
you said to stay away from the coast.
I
he's a
stay away
chicken.
from
Well,
the
we're
coast.
going to ignore him because he doesn't really.
He's
seem
a
Is she
Power
good?
up
Is she
and all.
bad? What's her name?
Chandra.
What's her star sign?
Son, I don't follow you. Is that supposed to be a funny?
Is she a Gemini?
Oh,
A Libra?
a
A Virgo?
Virgo.
A Cancer.
What's a Virgo?
Scorpio. Capricorn.
He's like
Sagittarius.
he's clearly like
As long as she's not a...
he likes how you look, but
Or a
you're
Leo.
you're talking gibberish to him now.
Okay, alright, okay. Thank you for your help, kind sir.
Well, I'm here. You want to come back? I can show you the surrounding area. No problem. I don't mind. Just stay away from the coast, okay?
Looks like you made a new friend.
We appreciate your offer. Okay.
Well, some of us.
Hey, buddy, you want to come along and make sure that she gets there okay?
You want me to come along?
Well, you seem pretty interested in her well-being.
I will gladly escort you to the coastline.
So
What about past the
proficient.
coastline?
From there, if you can find Chandra, she will, of course, assist you the rest of the way.
All right then, let's go. Camera move.
Do any of you need anything? We actually do sell supplies here, or provide barter for supplies, rather.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes,
Do you take currency?
we exchange good for good.
I'd like to point out that he said he wild shaped into a cat that entire.
Oh my goodness.
So that entire conversation between him and the ranger was between cat and ranger.
That's
amazing.
fantastic, actually. He's been having this, like, dick competition with a fucking cat, so either you started the world in the worst possible crippling, or, you know...
I knew that, Mr. K, and clearly this ranger is able to speak to small animals.
Well, even though I'm in cat form, I can still actually speak proper languages.
I doubt that greatly.
I will ask this guy
Could you?
for a series of
Seriously?
hooked nets,
Oh,
and
shit.
in return, I will break off yet another piece of my wonderful peace pipe,
You speak pussy.
smoke a little bit with him,
You must be Ken.
and give him that piece in exchange.
You're gonna offer him herbs for a
No,
product?
no, like a piece of the pipe. It's like a Seder pipe, and I can like break off one piece and give it to somebody, and that's how we exchange friendship. But I think there's a limited number. There's only like 21 like flutes on the whole thing.
Okay,
So
okay.
I've given away I think 3 so far. This will
Okay.
be the 4th one. Oh, sorry, this will be the 3rd one.
Let's see if he has it. I guess, I don't know, information gathering?
I just want nets.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want nets with hooks? I can get nets, no problem. You want nets with little hooks in them?
Nets with hooks, all that good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a dice for me. I
Um.
want to see how many I've got.
All right. So I'm gonna roll a
it a
d20,
Sure.
and I rolled an 18.
Okay. So he does indeed have. He has a couple nets that have little hooks in them.
18 gets me 2.
Well,
Love it.
He's got a couple good ones.
What's
So
his name?
This is Tigris.
Tigress.
This is why we always roll
He's,
percentiles.
you're offering him hits from your pipe. Okay, yeah. He's got 2.
Yeah, he does.
All right? Wow! This stuff's great. I feel a whole lot less uptight.
Nice.
Tigress.
Give him a long
You see them spark up his peace pipe?
Yeah. So I got 2 hook nets.
Okay. So basically, they're like nets, but you have advantage.
Cool. I can't think of anything else. I mean,
Do you have anything for mending wounds?
Oh yeah.
Well, we regularly trade with the apiary.
I can't run fast.
I can provide you with
bro,
honey.
that's what I'm here for.
I can run faster than you.
No. You don't need. Listen, if you're ever hurt, you come to me. We'll sort it out. I'll make you feel good. All right?
He's not hurt. He's trying to.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
You know what? I kind of believe him. I feel a lot
This
better.
is a different conversation. Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
I feel like I've been like really uptight lately, and now you guys are kind of cool.
Are you hungry?
Ah.
You're like really pretty. You're really pretty.
I know.
Oh. Oh.
I can't remember. Is it 10?
And he like realizes that you're probably too pretty for him, and he gets paranoid.
Aw.
And I'll find someone eventually.
Oh, poor guy.
Like the ginger.
That smells so meaty.
It is.
That's exactly what we like
Okay,
to
that's what I was
hear.
hoping for, 'cause, like, I'm pretty sure he's like
So
Is there anything else I can provide any of you awesome guys?
So nothing of the healing, eh?
I can hear.
Yeah.
I swear,
What if
I swear I
you
remember
die?
having a conversation with
That
you,
doesn't happen.
Cat. But did I remember that, or is it? And he'd like, did I just say that out loud? And
So
you
I'm
can
gonna
see
let
like
this
his
go.
eyes are very red. You can handle it. You have no problem. This guy doesn't take his peace pipe too well.
Uh-oh.
he's like a silverish
Wow, a
cat.
cat! And he goes and he picks up this cat. And he starts petting it.
Oh, Tigress.
Nice kitty. And you're like struggling, and
I'm like
actually,
talons.
he's really good at petting. And you actually calm down a bit. You're feeling angry, but you calm down a bit. And he actually, he mellows you.
Kitty no like.
It's like disgruntled. Not angry, just disgruntled.
What are these feelings?
We're gonna. I'm gonna leave this guy with his pipe. He's looking pretty happy. You
Thanks,
said that you know where the boat is, right?
thanks for this cat, guys.
Oh no, I totally do. It's
that's-
just
that's my
5
personal
miles
cat.
due south.
Oh,
Exactly
I'm sorry.
as our elvish person said.
Yeah. All right. Let's find that water lady.
Water lady.
Let's go.
Chandra, right?
Hey, you can keep the cat.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
You ever hear a cat scream? Because that's pretty much what you're. Like, I will dig talons into face soon. Like, he's letting go.
Okay.
At some point.
So, you guys, you're gonna start struggling.
I'm struggling violently.
Okay. He lets you go. He's like, oh, mean kitty.
Yeah, he's getting on Clover's shoulders and just.
Yeah.
Back turned.
All right.
Sassy, angry kid.
Weird rangers trying to abduct
still
random cat. Yes.
So the party forms.
Wagging profusely.
They're joined by Tigress, the Stone Ranger, and I didn't say stoned, I said stone. And you guys start moving down a path. You notice with Tigress with you, you're actually able to cover ground very rapidly, and you're able to get in like 30 minutes. You're able to get to the coast. Oh man, when you get to the coast, it's like this. Basically, abruptly, the tree line ends, and it's like this sandy beach. You can see the remnants of a large shelled creature have washed ashore.
Do I recognize what the shell could be from?
You may be able to recognize after I describe the scene. You can see the rocks, or sorry, the beach has got nice. There's a nice breeze coming in. It's actually not too bad out right now. It's a nice. We're nearing summer now, and this area has always been a little bit warmer than around Swiftstream. And like you see the ranger stops and he's like, wow, this water looks really beautiful. Never looked so beautiful before. You can see there is a little, just like maybe 500 feet from you, there is a small dock, and there's some of your people are there. They're just loading up the last of it. You were basically waiting. They had to drag it through the dirt, drag all this stuff through the dirt, and it took like a while for them to do it. And they've got the barges ready. They're loaded with lumber, tools, like various workmen, ready to go. Yes, you can go and explore the strange shelled creature. In the other distance, on the other direction, you can see in the distance the great pirate ship. Like there's the rapids that are spewing water. It's clearly stuck in some rocks, and your two barges are also there. You can see little figures of horses and what have you, and your crew awaiting your return. As far as they know, you just left, or you were just there, so they're not sure what's going on. We'll find out in a moment. So I believe the first person who wanted to do something was our cat. So you see a cat begin to approach the shoreline. What are the rest of you doing? I'm
gonna go to the barge with horses.
Mm-hmm.
The barge with horses?
Yeah.
Just gonna jump in the water and start swimming?
Well, it's not like tied up.
So distance, pirate ship and the barges, okay, that you were on, nearby, like 500 feet away.
Yeah, no, I get that, but they're like, when you say distant, you mean like they're all just 500 feet away in the water?
The dock.
Yes.
Like 500 feet is a dock. It's not in the middle of the water. It's a dock.
Oh.
Okay. In the distance, you can see the big pirate ship. You're probably half a mile from that area. The pirate ship.
That's the stuff that we have to escort.
That is absolutely the stuff you have to escort.
I'm gonna head towards that.
You start heading towards that.
Yeah.
Clover.
You are swimming there.
He can go along the beach and.
Oh. Well, I'll follow him.
Okay, you follow him. Fox.
I will go to the dock where my men are.
Okay, excellent. You're greeted by one of your men. Who is it? Would you like? Would you like your large, extensive folder?
Yes.
Okay, so who would it be? Jeez, so many pages. Okay, I'm gonna say Richard Blake.
Richard Blake.
Yes.
Okay, you see Mr. Blake. Tell me about Richard a little bit.
Looks about mid 30s. Average height 5'9", 5'8". Just quiet, but he's always good at his job.
Okay.
He keeps to himself, very independent, but if
Okay.
you ask him anything, he will get it done.
Excellent. Okay, so yeah, you see Richard. He's prepping the men. All right, guys, we're gonna have a nice, clean-cut mission. Everybody's getting back. Don't worry about those stories. Master Fox would never lead us astray. Look, speaking of which, here he is right now. Hello, sir.
Hello, gentlemen. How are things going?
Good, sir. We've just completed carting the last little bits here. We saw this barge with horses on it. That would have been helpful. Having horses instead of pulling things through. But, we're stronger, I think, for it. You see it's, pretty muddy.
Yeah.
So we have all the supplies ready. We're just about to lift off. We're just waiting for your arrival.
All right, excellent. I will grab whoever's accompanying me on this caravan. We're going to join that barge of horses, because there's always powers in numbers, because there is... there has been told that there is a threat somewhere in these waters.
Yes, about that. We've spoken to some of our intelligence network, and apparently there have been a couple crews that have come out here, and I'm a little concerned about that. I'm curious, is this going to be safe?
It'll be safer if we stick together.
Okay. Well, we trust you, sir. We know that you would not lead us astray. Now, we're just going to follow you, or is it that we're going to all four barges are going to travel together? Is that your plan?
I would say so. Yes.
Okay. Excellent, sir. We can of course arrange that. We've brought some of our men here, and Mr. Jones has provided some laborers. Our boats are pretty packed, so I really hope that we don't encounter any trouble. I would perhaps suggest that, make sure the coast is clear. I don't mind, this Jones fellow losing that cargo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little concerned about the manpower loss that could be here. But we will do as you say.
Okay, you know what? You bring a valued point. We'll wait until we are making this trip anyway. I'm helping my newly acquainted friends here, and we'll clear this up, and then we can continue on work onwards. Either way, just keep a watchful eye, and you guys deserve a valued rest.
Well, sir, as always, you are a gentleman and a scholar, and it is a privilege to serve with you.
You're a nice master.
Men,
For now.
set up camp. We get to rest. And you see all of them are like, oh, thank you. Oh, clearly sweating. So they begin to set up camp. You can see walking along the beach, Clover and Jeff.
I follow their prints in the city.
Okay, excellent. Mr. Cat, you arrive at the remains of a large crustacean. Looks to be a lobster, but much larger than your average lobster. Could have made quite the feast had it not it's looked like it's been dead a little while. Mm-hmm. You can the smell in the air is definitely little rank. There's some seagulls that are around it. There's actually some little crabs that are also around it, and they're nibbling at it. And then this cat comes into the scene. That's you.
Yep. Going to cast one of my Speak with Animals spells.
So you're going to go back into a druid? Like your human shape?
Yes.
Okay.
I have to drop, actually I forgot. I have to
Pretty
drop
sure
wild shape for
most cats can't cast magic, but I could be wrong.
Well, I'm not that quite level yet.
Not yet. You're getting there.
Yeah. So I will drop Beast Shape and
Okay.
cast with Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask one of the seagulls.
Mine! 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 Mine!
Of course. Oi,
Mine?
have you seen
what looks to be a woman playing in the water recently. She doesn't look like those normal people that are running around on the beach. She's more pointy-eared.
Mine? You know mine to be, yes.
Alright. And I'll pull out like a little bit of hardtack or something. A little piece of food for you, if you can show me where she is.
He goes and... Mine?
Find the lady, get the food.
Mine! Mine! And he flies away.
I'll start following.
Okay, you follow him. He flies in, like into the water, like over the water.
Oi! Oi! Come back here! Come back here!
Just yell more.
Okay, he can hear you, and he flies back around. Mine! Mine! Mine!
You gotta with me, and then I'll turn into a spider and jump on it.
Nice.
How small of a spider can you turn into?
Like just a average. Actually, I don't know what the size for a spider from the swarm of spiders is, so I'm going to roughly say like daddy long legs, like baby tarantula size.
Okay.
Like it's nothing huge.
Can you turn into a spider small enough that a seagull could carry you?
Oh,
is
easily.
my question.
Easily.
Mr. K, does that sound right?
Yep.
All right, perfect. You turn into a spider, and you go onto the back of this bird.
Let's Charlotte Webb's this motherfucker.
All right, excellent. Okay, so you fly out. You guys see a seagull, mine, flying nearby. It passes right past you, or right, like near you, and it's starts flying in circles, about a quarter of a mile between, like right in the middle between you and where these boats are. It starts flying in a circle. You're very close now to the rapids. Technically, it'll take you guys some time to catch up. So it's just flying in a circle over the water.
Can I make a pirating check to make sure that if I jump off him, I'm not going to be close enough to the rapids to be caught in any kind of undercurrent?
You can make a pirating check for anything.
Ha! 19. Plus...
19 plus 4, that means I score!
Yes.
Another show.
No, actually, you're right about the plus 4, though.
Oh, there you go.
That's why I was like, oh shit, you know this.
All right, so yes, you're very certain that not only would you be able to land, you'll be able to do an epic dive. That if anyone was watching, they would be like, "No, that guy is a pirate."
I will jump off, and as soon as I am no longer on this seagull, I will drop shape, so
Okay.
that anybody nearby will actually see me.
Okay.
Magically appear in this perfect time.
Okay. You jump in. You hear an exclamation from one of the barges.
Woo!
Wow, that guy really looks like a pirate, but it's far away.
My pirating ears.
At this point, you guys are just at the coastline, and there's like maybe 500 feet between you and the barges, and you see a small creature dangling down from the seagull, and it then turns into the most pirate-looking halfling you've ever seen, and he's got like a knife in his mouth, and he's like, "Ah!" It looks very pirate-esque.
Like Kevin Costner from Waterworld.
Oh,
It-
wow.
Almost looks like Kevin Costner,
Like a
from
tiny version
Waterworld.
of that.
Yeah, a
Ew.
Frodo-sized version of that. And he dives right into the water.
I'm quite the merry half-elf, or halfling.
Do you guys want to do anything in particular? See
I'm
this?
just gonna go. Like, I guess there's only the two of us, so you can have one ship. I'll get the other ship, and let's
Nice.
just fucking
Ship.
ship out.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start
Boating.
swimming. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You
There's a
catch up.
river.
Yep, I catch up.
Yeah, I'll go down it, and then we'll go out into where we
Oh,
gotta
sorry,
go.
So these barges aren't tied to anything; they're just
They
floating?
got their own anchors. Yeah. So they're just waiting. You're not quite sure. You're guessing they're waiting for you to come off the pirate ship.
We're going to the pirate ship. Like, we're going from the dock to the ship to the barges or whatever.
Okay.
And we're just like, all right, guys, we're here. It's time to go.
Okay.
Torn just said he'll be a minute.
Okay. So
you guys crew this guy. You guys crew that one, and
you begin to swim towards the barge, and you're thinking about the conversation you're gonna have.
you still don't know what's going on. But all right.
Okay, so let's reiterate.
No, don't worry about it.
Walking
I'll
along
figure
a
it out.
coast.
Yeah.
Walking along a coast. You guys are near the barges, like 500 feet away. You have to swim to them. Okay, that's where you see a spider jump off a seagull and dive into the water.
Sweet dive.
Okay, so you guys are swimming overhead. As you dive down and you can see an elf swimming about there.
Over.
Kyler, you see an elf swimming around.
Am I underwater right now?
You're underwater.
Not one of these is message. Fantastic. I will try to wave her down
Okay.
with my.
Yeah, she sees you.
Woo.
She swims up.
As I kind of like gesture to where the air is
Okay.
and start swimming up.
So you bob up right beside Jeff, who is like
Whoa.
doing a perfect. I think. Actually, I'll make you make athletics checks. Water is the most deadly of enemies.
That's why I come.
So you
light.
you bob up, and your guys are all in a little circle now, and you're treading water, perhaps, and you see a elvish looking female, who you presume to be Chandra. She's got like gills just underneath her neck here. Oh, hello.
How do you?
Oh, I was just gathering some delicious clams.
They look quite nice, actually.
Yeah. She pops
Speaking
one
of,
open and slips it back.
Speaking of shellfish, do you know what might have done that? As I gesture to the leftover remains of the giant lobster.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
Do you know?
How do you
what,
not see it?
Oh, I've been swimming.
Do you know what might have done something like that, or is capable of such
I'll tell you what.
large destruction?
I'll go take a look. You guys gonna be around here? Are you from Swiftstream?
Well, actually, before you do that, we are from Swiftstream, and we're currently on our way to that little isle way in the center of the lake.
Poor island.
Sure. But we've been told there's some not so up and up. There's some problems near there that we're possibly venturing into.
Well, there's been some people sailing there. Some dark, stormy waters. I keep to the shore myself. Not too safe. I'd recommend not going there if I were you.
We don't have a choice.
Oh.
But,
I've heard some strange voices on the winds coming from that direction. Don't recommend
Voices?
traveling. No,
okay.
in
Interesting.
that area at all.
Do you know? Do you
Stay
know
here, swim with me. You guys are all like,
Yeah, I'm not swimming with her. I'm
No.
Okay,
No,
you're heading
like,
to the
I'm
barge.
going to the barge. She doesn't
Okay.
want to help us out. She's fucking useless.
Here's a better question. Do you have any friends from the water? Any ones you swim with?
so far I'm the only one in me. It happened quite randomly.
No,
a couple years ago.
You don't have any like critters you swim with? Nothing like that
Oh
around
yeah,
here.
sure, lots of creatures.
Do you have any that are brave enough, or they spend a lot of time more to the center of the lake here?
You want me to send one of my friends?
No. Do any of your friends spend time there?
Not anymore.
No.
No.
Do any of them that did until recently?
Look at it. Like she points, and like it looks pretty stormy. Like it looks dark, and like the rest of the area is nice and sunny, and then towards the south, yeah, it looks a little dark.
And that's where we're going.
Worse for wear. That's where you're going. Yeah.
Marvelous.
Foreshadow.
So none of your friends have been by there, or maybe had.
I've
any
lost a
accidental-
couple of my friends. If you're going there, like, are you guys capable of, staying alive?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been
You will
amazing
never
at it so
find
far.
more
I'm
equipped
gone,
party-
I've left them, like-
Than us, we are quite proficient.
She's like keeping pace.
Okay.
Like, are you swimming towards the barges?
Yeah,
too?
I'm gonna now. I can't wait very long. I'm
Okay.
small.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me meet your friends. We can talk.
Sure. As I try to catch up to Jeff and Clover, not do a very good job. I have small legs.
Okay. She helps you out.
Perfect.
She helps you swim.
You're
Come
awesome.
on. Come on.
Come on,
Hold
little buddy.
Hold
Absolutely.
on tight. You're a cute little pirate.
Thank you.
That was a cool dive. I
You've
was
seen
watching.
that?
I was watching.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's quite dangerous, actually. The higher you get, the harder the water is.
You're like a bird and a fish.
Also a cat, depending on the day.
A cat.
You would be amazed at what I can do.
I look forward to finding out more.
Quite
My name's Chandra, by the way.
I'm Kyler.
Kyler. That's a really nice name, Kyler.
Kyler Tides. It's quite nice to meet you.
Who's that guy with the golden locks?
That is
Very
Jeff.
handsome. All right, so she helps you, and actually, as she swims with you, you guys all find it's a lot easier to swim.
Awesome.
That is Jeff. He's quite
And you
awesome.
guys arrive at the barge, and you one of the sailors finally notices you. Whoa! What are you doing down there? I thought you were on the ship.
We just don't. It's going to take us too long to answer. Just bring us up.
Excellent. So he begins to hold you up, and they begin to prepare the vessel for departure. They have some questions for you that you'll answer in a moment, but we'll have to wait till after this break. We have an old saying in the realm: you get there by going there. Very slowly sometimes. But finally, they got there. So, you guys each board your vessels, and it's explained to you that the last thing the crew remember was that you went on board the pirate ship, and that was like 2 hours ago. So they heard a bunch of drinking and stuff going on. They just presumed that you guys were getting smashed. But they're happy to see you coming out of the water instead of, taking a little boat. It's like, I guess you wanted to take a swim. Welcome aboard. You guys each have, more or less, each oar is currently manned. So originally you only had 5, but the pirates provided you with some extra crew just to row the oars. So there are 8 oarsmen on each of your vessels and a low-ranking sailor. So 9 NPCs total. It's pretty crowded, these keel vessels. Essentially, it's like a 100-foot long boat, oars, and cargo. So, Dirge, the head of the vessel that's in the front, approaches. Who's in the front vessel? You're leading the way, and then the 2 of you are on the other vessel?
Sure.
Okay. Dirge reporting, sir. We're ready to take off and depart. The men just wanted to say that they're kind of scared, and if we're going that way, tell me that we're not going that way. That's all I want. Let me tell the men that we're not going that way, and he's pointing in the direction of where you're needing to go.
Oh, come now, Dirge. You know sailing with me is always lucky.
Right.
When's the last time I led you astray? No. More than once. No, name the second last time. You know what? It's fucking fine, man. I'm lucky. We're gonna be great. We've got this.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. I don't have a doubt at all. After seeing the amazing maneuvers that you guys pulled off last week, we're confident. We're just a little worried. Just letting you know. Just how we feel. Okay?
It's good to be in touch with your feelings, brah, but don't let it dominate your mind.
What did Gobi say about feelings?
He said the best way to deal with feelings is to drink rum.
He's got a part of the pipe, too.
Feelings belong at the bottom of the bottle.
He's joined in on the great pipe, which you're tracking, who's got a piece of the pipe.
Yes.
Remember to get
It's not a peace pipe, it's a peace pipe.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
At this point, so did you pat him on the back or something before?
Oh yes, before we split our separate ways from the water, I just don't worry, brah, you'll be covered. And I cast mage armor on Jeff to give him a little extra boost because he might need to be a little more nimble.
Roll a d6 for me.
D6.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing the armor. That's a nat 6.
Nat
baby.
6. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you see like the armor begin to take shape around you. Like it's supposed to be an invisible force.
Yeah.
And it begins as like a tangerine green.
Oh god.
But then it grows and glows brighter and brighter.
Yeah.
And you've totally got like some nice righteous armor going right now.
Nice.
The glow of the light seems to be catching off of the abjured armor, so it should be invisible, but not for you, my friend.
No, man.
Never invisible.
No.
So it actually, though, it makes you look a little more buff. Right
That's
now. You're
almost
you're a little-
impossible, but all right.
A little more buff. And you see, though, that around your gut, like...
Gut.
Yeah.
I believe it's pronounced abs.
Stomach area.
You still got that belch looking up.
Oh,
Yes,
so
I
you're
do
a little
feel a little
bloated.
bloated. Yeah.
You've got that little baby bump on the bottom
Oh,
of your
familiar?
ribs.
Yeah. Yes, I did a keg stand, and apparently I now have a nice gaseous ball in my stomach just waiting to be released.
I forgot to hiccup this entire time.
Yes. So yeah, you're ready to set off, and they begin pulling their oars,
For Torin!
and you can see swimming alongside you is Chandra.
You should come up
Coming for the ride, are you?
Okay.
Works for me.
She comes aboard and sits right beside Jeff. She's like playing with her hair a bit.
What's up?
Oh, hello.
Now, Sandra, you know what they say about men with giant hammers?
Giant hands.
They've got giant hands.
I'm gonna give her a
Meant
little,
for other men with
a little,
giant
little
hammers.
stroke on the cheek and heal her for 1 hit point.
Okay.
With my lay on hands.
Oh my
Will you
god.
not lay on hands on every fucking person
You've
that gets
got quite
across
the
you?
touch.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I love it. I'm on the front, you know.
You're
got
enjoying
the
it, and
shield,
she's enjoying
the
your company.
sun.
So you guys stroke, and you begin to depart the rapids, and you're in now. Like the boat's in the distance, and you're clearly on open lake. You can make yourself your navigation.
I will. Oh yeah. Add a D4. I'm gonna give him guidance.
As we're in clear water, I also catch mage armor on myself.
Okay, fine with me.
Wow.
That'll be an 8.
Oh my god.
I rolled
Excellent.
2. One lower, I could have fucking re-rolled that.
Okay.
Can't you reroll ones and twos?
So you guys, it looks like you're on course for the darkest parts of the water, and you're pulling forward
To adventure.
to adventure indeed.
Oh my.
And after about half an hour, it suddenly, like rapidly, the cloud line above you begins to grow thicker and thicker. And in the distance, immediately in front of you, you can see about 600 feet in front of you, there seems to be a particularly dark patch of clouds that are forming.
Fancy we sail to that.
That's the direction you're headed.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
We stay
So
course.
you're the lead ship. You guys actually, I guess, have no say, but you can
Yeah.
still talk to each other. Absolutely. Clover and Fox, you can totally still talk to
like,
each other.
why are they sailing right towards that?
I guess that's where the problem is. Shouldn't we be trying to avoid it? But okay.
Well, let's try and get their attention. Hey! Why are you sailing there?
Do we roll perception?
There's a big scary storm.
Yeah, it's cool. Light it up.
You guys can. You two can roll a d20. You and you. Call it a
Hey!
charisma check.
Nice.
Shouting loud.
20.
Okay.
Is it a charisma shot? Mine was a nat 20, but my charisma is 2, so it's 22.
Okay, you both.
Yeah.
Kyler clearly hears both of you shouting. He's got keen ears. It's like a DC 5.
Oh.
They're shouting something at you.
Had to be something better to get
What?
20 on.
Did you roll a natural 20?
I did.
She did, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You hear quite distinctly, where are you going?
You fools.
To adventure!
To adventure.
Jeff, shine brighter at that dark spot there. I gotta see where we're going.
Yeah, I got the light cast on my head.
I've got a lighthouse on the front of my boat, actually. It's named
Okay. Excellent. So you... Whoa. Sorry. Are you providing the source of light?
I
always
provide
providing
light.
the
Yeah,
source
like,
of
I
light.
have the
Okay.
light cantrip going on my hair at all times.
Jeff is literally a walking lighthouse.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Sorry, so Clover, what did you shout at him?
I said, hey, where are you going? There's a big scary storm right there.
That's where we're going.
Why?
Because it's the direction that we have to go. Listen, I don't want to go here, but this is where we're supposed to be
Couldn't you just
going.
avoid it and go to the island? I thought we were going to the island, not the storm.
Isn't the storm where the island is? I am
I thought this was
not
just
the
like a
right
random
person to be
storm.
guiding us.
In the middle of the sea.
That's why I'm doing it. Straight to the storm.
Okay, so
What do you think, fish lady?
I'm gonna start rubbing the coin.
I think that wherever you are is going to be safe.
Yeah, I think that too.
I strongly disagree.
So you're going to keep steering into the storm?
I'm rubbing the coin.
You're doing this all just to make Jeff look bad.
Okay.
How'd you know?
You're like, fuck.
Okay, as you guys travel,
Bobby.
Fox, you see just behind you, like just over to you see some water is a little discolored. It's like just in front of you. It's a little discolored.
Just in front of where they
Like
just
to the
passed?
and to the left. Like you're there on the boat and you're like looking around and you're like, whoa, what's that? And you see the water's a little discolored. And it kind of swirls a little bit around, and you see actually some of the water seems to come right up and form into a little mouth. And it begins like flapping, and what language does everybody speak here? Anyone speak Aquan?
Nope.
Anyone would be you, but no.
It kind of makes sense to you.
Oh, actually,
For
I was
some
gonna say.
reason.
I think
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty awkward today. Actually.
You are feeling a little Aquan today.
I drank
Uh,
some beautiful winterberry wine that's got this awkward finish.
It's a bit gargled, if you will. But it speaks, these are the waters of Kubla Khan. Kubla Mon, sorry.
What
not
are you
Kubla Khan.
saying?
Kubla Mon.
We got horses.
No.
None that come shall survive. Turn around. And like you realize, like that's a great warning, but almost nobody probably speaks Aquan. Okay, so likely it's just kind of a false warning, not a false warning, but a warning that who's gonna get that anyways. And then the water mouth goes back into the water.
Oh, hold your. God damn it! They
That's
never
Kubla Mon.
The warnings.
Kubla Mon.
They
I
never wait.
mispronounced that. But I can do no wrong, so I meant to gargle it a bit. You hear this? You guys hear a garble. You just happen to see it come up, and you can make sense of it. Yeah, you see a little bit of water like come out. It takes the shape of a mouth, and like the crew are like totally spooked, and then it goes back down. You got a bad vibe from it.
Oi, Chandra.
Oh yeah, do I sense?
Oh.
any-
Do you have any of those beautiful oysters you fished out earlier?
I do.
Could I borrow some of those off you for a second?
What did you want to know? Sorry, Jeff.
Oh, using my paladin senses, do I sense any evil?
You sense some dark waters.
Okay.
You like when you looked at the mouth, it was a foul mouth.
I didn't curse once though.
No, but it was definitely a foul mouth, and that area of water you can still sense a taint of evil.
Can I don't know, like channel my divinity to try and banish the evil?
Like how? Go sure. How are you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Are you getting the boat to stop?
Well, so it's a focused area where
Yeah.
this evil is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, so there's darkness in the water.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's like black water.
To the darkness, gentlemen. I don't know why I'm speaking like this.
It's
Apparently, I'm taking control somehow.
It's very commanding.
Yes.
And they look to you.
I'm gonna say, to the darkness. Give me some sugar, baby. I'm gonna give the Aquan lady a kiss.
Okay.
And then, as we approach the darkness, be gone, foul blackness. And I'm gonna present my shield as my, what is it? My holy symbol.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Radiance of the Dawn. I'm going to channel my divinity through Radiance in creating a blinding flash of light that goes for 30 feet. All magical darkness is dispelled. Every hostile creature within 30 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw. creature takes radiant damage, and then
Okay.
all that kind of stuff. So
All
I'm
right.
shooting light into this darkness.
Okay. Is there a save or
It's
something?
a Constitution saving
Constitution save. If it was a creature.
throw. It's a creature. If
Okay.
it's anything, they
Okay.
take it. It's a DC 12.
Okay.
And they take. This was a 14.
There goes my idea.
16 points if they fail, or 8 points if they pass.
Totally had a bookmark here. It's gone. Okay. Oh, here, I'll roll it, I guess, over here so
I don't care.
people can see. What's the save of 13?
12.
12? Okay, so there's a half damage.
So they take 8 points if they pass.
Okay, so you see your ray of light hit this dark patch, and you see it like totally suck inward a bit, and there's like water that sucks into it, and there's like this little whirlpool.
Yeah.
And suddenly some like green blood pops up
Yeah.
from inside of it.
For Torin! To arms! Bro!
Don't you mean to oars?
Do or.
Dude. Like every time.
So your light, you catch a glimpse.
It's radiant damage, if that
I
matters.
know.
Okay.
Yeah. It matters in a way, in that you literally create this big burst of bright energy,
Yeah.
and when you look down and you're casting casting doubt on this blackness, you can see the outline of it. It looks like a large humanoid creature with like a long fish-like tail,
Okay.
and it's like 30 feet under the water, and you see like clearly like it's been wounded by something, and it looks like it's thrashing about.
Does it look, and it's the source of the evil?
Source of the evil, yeah, definitely.
All right.
But it's under the water.
But there's a whirlpool.
There's a whirlpool that, because of what you did, so
Yeah.
this black taint of water, it vanished,
Yeah.
and there was almost like in a vacuum, like
Yeah.
the absence of it being there. There was a little whirlpool that funneled right down to this creature, and you could just see this big. It's like a momentary silhouette of light that's cast down into the water, and you see the outline of this creature.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna jump in and
Of course you are!
light myself on fire
Okay.
with my mantle of flame, with the hammer and the shield, for Torin, and jumping down into this vacuum of water towards
Okay.
this evil creature.
All right.
Evil
So-
runs from us.
Evil runs from us. I'm gonna get a round of initiative rolls
Yeah,
from
that's what I was
everyone.
hoping for.
Um,
Can I see that handbook again, please?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a weird idea.
It's actually not bad.
Same.
This is better than mine.
Yeah.
Shit. Shit. On the bright side, peanuts are nice.
Peanuts. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I heard something else too.
Yeah.
Huge bucket, right?
I was like, yeah, but how would
Yeah,
you
but-
say that?
Why am I not allowed to say it? I'm
No, you are.
gluttonous.
I'm
I
sure-
want all of it.
I'm sure he's very proud of it.
Actually, I'm quite small.
initiative
18.
I'm sorry.
18.
Did I paint an image in your brain?
Jeff.
My initiative is a whopping 12.
Okay, I'm actually going to have that Jeff's initiative leads the way, and the rest of these are going to fall after his initiative. But it's fine. It's 18 to 12. You're starting this whole thing.
Yeah.
What does 10 gallons look like? It's probably not a lot, is it?
I think 10 gallons is like those big drums, like that. I don't
Only
know
like
if
a
you work for
drum.
restaurant, like the oil.
Kyler?
I'm on 9.
9. Clover?
19.
Because I was going to say,
Okay.
create or destroy water.
So basically, I'm going to allow the three of you to... you'll all go at the same time, but you're going to lead the way.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so you dive down into the water. Oh, that's not good for me. Most epically.
Yes.
And how far do you dive? Make an athletics check, I guess.
Well, this is what I'm doing. So, as a bonus action, first
Okay.
of all, first thing I'm going to be doing is, as an action, I'm going to be increasing the divinity of my hair.
Okay.
It's gonna glow even brighter.
Okay.
And granting me a shield of my faith.
Ah.
For a +2 AC.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna run and jump, and as I jump in the water, as a bonus action, use my bonus action here to wreath myself in flame.
Okay.
And then dive into the water.
Okay.
Which will not. I don't think the water will put out the fire.
I don't know. Does water put out your fire?
I don't know. It's the Phoenix Sorcerer's Mantle of Flame. It's entirely your call.
That sounds to me pretty cool. So sure, you release this great mantle of light before you. You can see with your shimmering armor, there's now a shield following right around with you, and you dive into the water, cast a flame like a great phoenix, and you hear the water go sss, and it runs from him. And he dives into this little funnel that's been forming.
And that is how holy water is made.
My athletics check is a 19.
That's a good check. Okay, so that's your action. All right, so Clover, you see the ever radiant Jeff. He cast this great light that shone on this silhouette that you were able to make out.
I love it.
And he then proceeded. He surprised everybody by that act. He proceeded to jump in ablaze, and where water usually puts out fire, it seems his fire just burns too hot.
Amazing.
Yes, but you two saw. What's your passive perception there?
I think it's 14.
14's good. Anyone with 14 or better saw
14.
This silhouette under the water of a large. It kind of looks like a fish humanoid. So it's got like a long eel-like tail that this great black was coming up from and has now been injured.
All right, I am gonna jump in after Jeff.
Nice.
Gonna take a big long run and a huge graceful jump and glaive down, not onto Jeff, but just slightly to the left of Jeff.
Okay.
So that I don't pierce Jeff's head.
Yeah. You can actually feel the heat
Yeah.
coming off of him, so that was probably smart. Okay. So here's what I'll do. You're diving down, and there's a little momentum from this suction, so I'll let you make an athletics check.
Okay. Could it be acrobatics? It was a really graceful jump.
It was a pretty graceful jump. It can totally be an acrobatics jump.
Thank you.
That
was a lucky roll.
That was not a good look.
That's a 19.
Okay, so you do like a triple swan, but you accidentally messed it up, and in midair you changed the triple swan into a crowning lobster, which is a much more complicated maneuver. And like just before you go down, you go cha-cha-cha. And you dive right under, and it gives you like the momentum you need to keep pace.
Nice.
With him. So basically you've moved down and you're keeping pace with him. So you dive down and you can now more clearly see. You're human, right? Fortunately, there seems to be a little bit of radiance has been left in this water as the absence of darkness has now been filled with light. So very dimly, you dive down and you go down. I'm going to say it was a good dive. You rolled a 19. What's the total roll?
The total roll was 19. It was 15.
Total roll. You dive down 19 feet, and you can see 11 feet from you is this bulking, terrifying, large creature, like a cross between an eel and an elf, but like it's scaly, blue skin. It's got like big ass claws. Instead of a mustache, it's got like fish coils. And it's wearing a strange metal around its neck, and he's got like a bunch of harpoons strapped to his back. And he does not look friendly. You still have an action. I'll have that as your move.
Okay. I am...
That dive, though.
And how far are we from him?
11 feet.
11 feet.
By your guesstimate. Usually the good thing about the crowning lobster is you have a very good depth perception afterwards.
You'll do anything for those extra
Fantastic.
judge points. Eh? So shellfish.
So shellfish.
Get the experience.
You're gonna get to level 20 just on puns alone.
This is my secret.
What are you doing?
So I have a scroll of mirror image. Can I use it?
You have a scroll of mirror
Underwater?
image that you wish to use underwater.
I don't really have it. I don't think there's a spell I have for this.
Did you know that you roll the part of the crowning lobster is usually you do an action in midair. So
Okay.
It's usually this.
usually this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
In this case, it's
in
the-
your dive, you rip out your scroll. All right. Now you can read scrolls. You're just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you mirror image it up. So it's an impressive crowning lobster. Your dive was cool. This is way more awesome. You can both take some pointers from her amazing dive to the point that you're inspired by it.
Woo.
Okay, it's an amazing dive. How many mirror images?
3.
Three
Right?
of them.
That's
So
the
there are
number.
4 crowning lobsters. One of them almost like it goes right near Jeff, and you can see like it's a little not burned, but a little scorched. And you can see. You thought that 1 clover looked good. 4 clovers looked way better.
Yeah.
And she's right beside you.
It's
Use that at the B&B.
Okay.
4 green clover.
Yes, very good.
Yeah, I think
Fox.
it's still green, actually.
Oh my god.
You've seen some pretty
Yeah, it turns
impressive
green.
stuff here.
Because now we have 4 green.
You see the outline of a dark creature underneath that's been made more luminous because Jeff is closer to it now. So deep down, you indeed can see 30 feet under the water a murky outline of the creature I described.
Okay, so on the boat, I motion it to try and get as close to directly above this this fish as possible,
Okay.
or thing. Creature.
You motion to the boat. Are you?
Motion to the people paddling the boat. With
is
the
this
oars. Just-
a command you wish to
a command,
issue as your
yes.
action,
Oh.
or is this you trying to use a free action to do something cool?
Well, we all kind of like put the boats in before
Yeah.
combat started.
Yeah.
The boat's got an action, so
Sure.
They're
All
both
right.
in
What are you
breathing.
saying to the boat?
Okay.
Talk to the boat.
No, that's
It's a lonely boat.
That's fine. I'm just gonna. I see it. I want to see how badly I can see how badly it can hit. I'm gonna do magic missile as a level 2
I was
spell.
gonna say this might not be a good time to lightning bolt if that's what you're thinking.
No, no.
Okay.
please.
I
Yeah.
thought about that when you said that there was this whirlpool. So I
Oh,
thought like,
try
if
and
there's a
channel
whirlpool,
it
go
through?
right in the center.
Why not?
But it was.
It'd be
Yo.
a shocking turn of
I
events.
appreciate
Yeah.
that you didn't try that, and I'm sure
do
your
I.
friends do as well.
I don't.
You- yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, so I'm just gonna
probably
do
wouldn't have
magic
survived that
missile
one.
as level 2. So 4.
Awesome.
4 darts.
Awesome. Do it,
which
man.
is-
Huck 'em. Or do the damage. Magic missile, no save or anything, right? Just
No.
outright damage. Good old-fashioned magic missile.
Yeah,
8,
Did you see that bucket?
I did.
That's not even from the bucket.
11,
I know.
Where are those from?
14
Did you have 2
points
buckets?
damage.
You did. Okay, perfect. So yeah, you see
Don't worry about
multiple injuries, and each one a little bit of a brackish green blood. Spray out more from his wound than yours, but the concussive force of yours pushes a little more of it out, and you definitely sense that this creature's been injured because you have clear observation skills. All right, excellent. So Kyler, you were able to defeat this creature's initiative as well.
Oh, how about that?
Thank you.
I want to see.
Aw,
Yeah.
cute.
I could be one of those.
It's gonna
Anyways,
turn into like a Silver Daddy chat room.
Fuck off.
Oh,
Kyler. I did not hear that. Sounds clever. It sounds 50 experience worthy, but I didn't hear it.
Yeah, to me.
Do you not like that, Jeff Fafa?
God, I like everything.
I bet you do.
Damn right.
Okay, so yeah, you see they've dived in. He's thrown some magic at this shadowy creature underneath the waves. What would you like to do?
So, technically, the one thing I want to do, I'm not sure if it's going to work out the way it should. So, I'm going to go off the DM on this one. So, entangle is grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square starting from the point within range for duration, blah, blah, blah. Now, it says from the ground, but we've done it from, like, walls and rocks and other things. So would it be possible to assume I could do this from a person?
From a person?
From a
What,
person.
like his hair?
Like, his legs?
Yeah.
Hair, dude.
Yes,
Hair.
actually.
Yeah.
Hair. What am I thinking? Hair.
I'd buy hair before I'd buy his legs.
Grasping
Like
locks.
Because if
that. You want me to move this?
basically, if your locks grasp onto this, then
No,
you
not
can't be sent away, and you can just start wailing on this fucker.
I like whaling.
I like wailing.
That's why we're on boats.
It's a little bit.
I like
There's
both.
not like plant life. I'll tell you what I'll do though. I'll let you make that awesome check that I love so much that some people.
I
dread.
love that check, actually.
Luck check.
If this
Because-
works out, you're welcome.
Because
You're
Wizards of the
welcome.
Coast hasn't given us
Two.
enough dice.
A 2.
Yay!
Very good. Okay, so yeah, you throw down your spell and you command
I will
vines or
entangle from the scalp of Jeff.
to entangle. You see a little floating piece of kelp is going
Okay.
by. It's about yay big,
Oh, yeah.
and it like totally flies right at the creature.
Oh,
And it's
creature,
like-
I thought it was in me.
Yeah. Oh. And if you could understand, well, you can. You might bubble through how mildly annoying that was. Okay, you got a little bit of kelp in one of its eyes.
It
Well-
gets one of those, like,
Well done. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. If
Fearsome.
it looks up for a second, doesn't see anything, but you're looking at it, and everyone knows. Is there anything else you'd like to do as far as movement is concerned?
as far as movement's concerned, I will start making sure that our barge is not about to cause any troubles.
Sure. Okay. Excellent. All right. So the creature regains its composure, and it's going to swim towards Jeff. So it, like, kind of swims around you and beelines to Jeff.
Alright.
And as it's approaching, it hucks a harpoon at you, and then it brandishes its 2 claws, and it just. So let's huck a harpoon at you.
Okay.
For fun.
Yeah.
See what happens. I'm guessing a natural 19 is sufficient to
Curses.
to do something to you.
It does hit me.
Okay, I want you to make a strength check.
Natural 20.
A natural 20? Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
So
Natural 20.
it hucks, like it's swimming at you, and it hucks this harpoon at you, which
Yeah.
hits you square in the chest for
He really wants to make his point.
for 11 points of damage.
Whoa, okay.
And you see it like pull really hard on it with its claw out, like it wants to pull you in because it's like attached to you. And you can see now it's like attached to a rope.
Yeah.
And it tries to pull you in to claw you, but instead you grab it and you totally yank it, and it's like totally caught off guard.
Okay.
And it flies towards you.
Yep.
Like doing a little bit of a summer, like twisting and trying to resist.
Yeah.
You can totally get an attack of opportunity from you as it's now right beside you.
Can I make a... no, you know what? I've got my stuff up. I'm just going to, take a swing at it.
Sure.
So I have disadvantage because I'm underwater. Yeah.
What kind of weapon are you using?
I am using a warhammer.
Oh, yeah.
So
Gotta get a spear.
12.
A 12?
Yes.
A 12 will miss.
Yeah, alright, I'm going to swing and a miss at him.
Okay, attack of opportunity, swim and a miss.
Yeah.
Excellent. He's right beside you.
That's cool.
And he's like looking at you dead in the eye.
That's cool.
And he claws you with his claw.
Alright, he takes 2 points of damage.
That's excellent. Your armor class is
17.
17. Okay, so he tries to slash at you, but your armor of faith, your protection, like totally smacks his claw away,
Yeah.
and you see his claws like now singeing.
Every
from the
attack, he
damage
takes
did.
2 points of damage.
Okay. And he's muttering something
Let him
in
mutter,
bubbles.
bro.
Something in bubbles.
Talking with your bubbles. It's not going to get you very many places.
Awesome.
It's his name, actually.
Lead the way, Jeff.
Am I top of the initiative order?
I had you start the initiative, so it's
Yeah?
fine. Yeah. You guys are all going more or less at the same time.
All right.
They call him Bubbles because his style is.
Yeah, I'm gonna. This guy's not cool. I got a spear in my shoulder, and I got a fish guy in front of me.
It's not so righteous.
I'm gonna just bitch fist to the face.
Nice.
Bonus action, thunderous smite, attacking him with my hammer.
Okay.
16.
More than sufficient, even with the disadvantage.
Right, with the disadvantage, yes, a
Yeah.
16.
I was saying, even with the disadvantage, you are able to land true because he's like right beside you now.
Yeah.
You kind of grab him by his scruff and just smash your hammer into his head.
Cool. I like that.
Does he get a saving throw? This is a spell, I believe.
Well, this is an attack.
Okay.
Right,
Okay, never
and he
mind.
takes.
There's no saving throw.
Well, he will need to make a save. He'll need to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Of 12, but he's going to take 11 points of damage. 6 of which is thunder damage.
Okay.
Hello, chat, everybody. I hope you're enjoying it. This is the first time I've had to do this. I'm enjoying it. I hope Anime North was fun. I've never actually been to a con. I would like to go sometime. Yeah, so it takes 6...
Says Jeff all of a sudden.
Yes, 6 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
5 points of regular damage.
Like
Okay.
mid-swing.
And a strength save DC 12 to get knocked back 10 feet.
Okay, he passes his saving throw.
Okay, so he's still right in front of me.
Okay.
That's cool.
Clover,
Yes.
what are you doing?
While he is entangled with blows with Jeff, I'm gonna swing at him with my glaive.
Okay.
Yeah. Woo!
I'm sorry. I'll get it.
You guys are so messy.
Wow.
Okay, I will do that.
Quiet the shell up.
Am I also rolling at disadvantage?
Yeah, unless you have a swim speed, underwater combat is at disadvantage. Nah.
You know,
Ooh, that one's.
That's terrible.
That was really bad.
Yeah.
Do I want to spend my other 2 luck points? I don't know. No. I think I
depends.
missed.
We have a wizard.
Are you feeling lucky?
It's a 6.
A 6? Okay. So you come with your gloves swinging. It's really hard to swing it underwater.
Yeah,
You
that
think
was
that
the
a
issue.
stabbing motion might work a little better, but yeah, you're not able to
Noted.
land a blow. You're maybe trying to avoid hitting Jeff. You think?
Oh, yeah.
It's not the creature. It's your compassion for Jeff.
Totally.
Okay, excellent. Go ahead
I
there,
could
Fox.
Okay, and how roughly how
It's
deep
not?
is the
Really?
creature in the water? I know, 30 feet?
It swam to meet Jeff, so it's like 20 feet now, underneath, and you can see its silhouette quite clearly.
Okay.
Oh, I got him lit. I got him lit.
Nice. Would it be disadvantage if I was unarmed?
Okay. I want
That
to
actually does more
use
damage.
Phantasmal Force.
Okay.
So concentrate on doing that. Make an saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, so I should do unarmed.
What are you doing to it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and lure it up.
Oh.
Yeah, but I actually do more
Interesting.
damage with unarmed.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
That life.
you
1d6 plus
describe
Oh.
to me basically what you totally succeed.
Totally
Tell me
safe?
what
Okay.
happens.
So I want to make a
Doesn't say on
a copy of Jeff
Okay.
that looks a little bit more feeble. So it'll be more
Okay.
inclined to say go after that one.
Okay.
That in his mind appears 10 feet above the water line
Okay. Awesome.
to have it completely out of the water.
Okay. Does it act right now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
For 1
so
minute.
it starts thrashing about. It ignores you completely, and it starts swimming up and like looking really intently on something above it, and you see it like swim up and jump out of the water.
Can I get a swing at it?
As it's out of the water, I want to use my inspiration and strike it with a lightning bolt.
You
Smart.
could take a swig at it, but you sense that you might
If I
ruin
slow
a
it down,
perfectly
it'll...
good, awesome maneuver here.
All right, no. I'll let it pass.
All right, so swims up and tries to get this enfeebled Jeff. It leaps out of the water, and it's about to slash him, like in his mind, like he's slashing him in his mind.
So as he is about to hit the figment of his imagination,
Yeah.
just a blinding white light as he gets hit in the face with a lightning bolt. Since I'm doing that, he has to make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, tell me it's low.
Roll your damage. It was less than low.
9, 13. Wow. 23.
All right, so you see electricity just in all directions go all over the place. It's kind of doing like the Christmas Vacation cover, like, and you see like its gear and stuff drop to the ground, and like it, like midair, kind of stops a bit, kind of cartoonishly, and then falls to the ground, falls to the water, like just limp. You guys see this like bright flash of light, and big splash.
So there's stuff like falling down now.
You see stuff falling down. Yep.
Anything
you see,
interesting?
There's a pouch. There's 3 harpoons. There is the pouch is like on a belt, and it's kind of like you can see like electricity going through it. There is some seashells falling off. Just everything that was on this creature just has blasted off. It's got like a sash. A sash that's been blasted off and fallen down. This strange metal around its neck.
Oh, how about that?
This strange like medallion around its neck falls to the ground. It's got bracers on that like break off and fall down. You can have a last word.
Oh, I was gonna say if we're the second I see the items start, there is a small blur of just into the splash.
Okay.
Treasure.
All right.
Yeah.
Treasure!
Yeah, literally Kyler's words just stop. Well, actually no, probably quoting the seagull. Mine.
Yeah.
Mine? Okay.
Mine.
You jump into the water and start grabbing at all sorts of things. I'm gonna throw one of these at you. That was really cool.
Do you want the priority
Even though
list?
shoot baby Jeff was pretty remarkable. That was pretty cool. Yeah, you can start gathering stuff up. So yeah, you basically see this light show above you, and the water in the immediate area seems a little less dark.
So what are you gonna grab? What's the first thing you're gonna grab?
I think I want the medallion that was around his neck.
You're gonna get the medallion?
Yeah, this is kind of critical because otherwise it's gonna sink.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab for the bracers.
Okay.
You jump in. What are you gonna grab for?
My priority list is pouch, sash, and then it was gonna go
So you're gonna go for the pouch. What are you gonna mage hand away?
What's remaining?
Seashells, a sash.
Seashells, a sash, bracers.
I got the bracers.
Okay, you got the bracers.
Yeah.
A belt that's connected to like a pouch.
I'm getting that.
That's what he's
Okay.
getting.
She's going for the amulet.
A series of harpoons.
You get the egg, but you get the last.
And there's the amulet, and it looks like a little kind of like a charm, like it's just like a fancy piece
Clover's
of
gone
jewelry.
for that.
Clover's gone for that. I'll go for the sash.
C'est moi.
I'm going for the sash.
No,
I
you
thought you
got
were
the
going for
pouch.
Oh no, so yeah, that's right. The
Yeah,
sash
you
was
got the
after.
pouch.
Okay.
You had a list, but
I did, yeah. I was like, do you want to know the priorities of what I'm going for?
So you get the pouch, and then you go for the sash, but then all of a sudden, like a magical hand just pulls it away.
Okay.
I was gonna say that hand might come up with a Kyler just attached to the sash, like the fuck.
You can each. I'll let you make a search or investigate check to DC 15 to grab your crap. Take acrobatics.
Not
too, I
20.
suppose. Okay. Great.
Natural 16.
Excellent.
10.
I find even more
Is
stuff
this
that I
an
didn't know about.
investigate check?
Or acrobatics.
Something
You're
stuck
fine.
on the.
Oh, so
Searching
then
for
19.
gear. Searching for stuff in the water before
Well, like
it
grabbing
sinks.
it too.
You're grabbing it.
Yeah.
I'll take most checks in this case.
It's
So-
dropping
It's a loot
slowly
check.
around us.
Yes.
like-
I have slow fall.
Not because I'm a klepto
What
piece
is
of
those
shit,
looking
but
ones?
like that nat 20.
Oh my
Do I
God,
find something
extra
buried
slow
on the
fall?
sand
Walk on
floor?
water?
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, there might be a plot tag in there.
Actually, I think
Nothing.
monks eventually
Oh, it was
get
empty?
that.
It was-
At level
couple,
6.
There's resources.
Or maybe
Oh,
level
okay.
8.
They're not all great.
You
Okay.
can also
All right. What were you going for?
The sash.
Okay, you were able to grab the
Double
sash. You
check.
see clearly he's not going to be able to get it.
Are you going straight down?
He's rejoicing too
So
much
far,
in the
yeah.
fact that he
What's
was
it
able
causing
to
that?
bolt this creature
Honestly, like, it could
so
be
maliciously.
Okay.
Okay,
A lot of fun to the
so you
drawer.
grab yourself some bracers. You see, your bracers have. You get back onto the boat. I'm presuming. with all your stuff?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Let me just take note of who grabbed what.
Can I just take a look around before I
Yeah, absolutely.
get out of the water?
Sure.
No, just in case something's on its way this way, or there's any kind of like obvious caves that this thing might have just crawled out of.
Okay. So what, you're like turning into like a fish or something, swimming around, or you're swimming around looking
Just
for
swimming around normally.
clues? Okay. All right, I'll let you know something in a second. So Clover, you grab the amulet and the charm.
Oh, did I?
Yeah,
grab
they're
it?
two separate things.
Okay, sure. I don't
Oh.
know. What's I didn't as a list. This was only ever a medallion pouch.
Okay, yeah, I added.
But
There was a charm as well.
Sure, I'll take
like when I say a charm, I mean like it's got
like pretty.
seashells and
Oh.
stuff
so the
like
seashells,
on it.
yeah.
It's not seashells though. It's like strung together a bunch of different sea things. There's a living snail on it.
Human teeth.
Pretty.
Yeah, there's some human teeth. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Some finger bones.
Creepy.
Like,
Ears.
Pretty.
When your jokes become reality, it's great.
okay, Kyler, you grab the pouch, and you grab the sash for somebody else.
All the jewelry.
Okay.
Maybe.
And then Bracer. Did anyone try to grab any harpoons?
Oh, not the harpoons.
Okay, cool. So the rest of it just sinks down.
I mean, if I can, I'll try and grab one. But you know what? No, Jeff uses a hammer.
Why would Jeff even
Yeah.
think about touching a
Nah,
harpoon?
he
You had a
wouldn't.
dirty thought,
Yeah. Ugh.
and then you totally dismiss it.
Nasty 3-pronged devil's tool.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Go ahead. You could make yourself an investigate. I guess this is gonna be hard. Disadvantage. You're like searching underwater, running out of breath.
Yeah, no, I'm popping up.
You're popping up.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm done.
Okay. You can see this mass as well. This large mass. This creature is beginning to it floats at first.
So this thing,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and pull it onto the dock of the boat.
Okay.
What does it? Yeah, what does it look like?
Make a strength check to pull it up, or
You want to help me out?
Yeah, I'm helping.
All right, you're helping me out here.
Yay.
So you help me out with 1 point. 15.
okay, excellent. So you pull it up. The creature essentially looks like a cross between. It's a strange humanoid creature. It's got like an eel from the waist down, like an eel body from the waist down.
Yeah.
But it looks like quite muscular. You would guess that, looking at it, that it could probably actually slither on land like a snake would. Big ass claws. It's got like purpley blue scales. You can see a big ass wound in its chest. It has, instead of facial hair, it's got like
The Fu Manchu.
the Fu Manchu.
fish
Yeah,
Manchu.
totally
Like
like a
tentacles?
catfish.
Yeah, the fish.
So it kind of looks like a catfish person.
He's got the fish Manchu.
But like terrifying, like big fangs, big claws, and it's got like crazy frill scales, like mohawk scales and stuff like that. Spines all over it. It's
go well,
a monstrosity to say the least.
The head.
The people are like, whoa,
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
is
it's
that?
gotta
This is terrifying.
You're gonna have to cut it off.
Make a check.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I do.
the,
I got it.
it was
I
a
got
5
smashes.
plus
Smashes.
whatever, but I'm gonna use my inspiration.
You're gonna use your inspiration.
Oh my
sure,
God.
sure.
Not 20.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you still got disadvantage, don't you?
Inspiration, you roll 1d20.
For what?
He's making a search check with
with
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
That's fine.
Why would you have disadvantage?
I'll
Oh, yeah.
presume
Underwater.
it's fine.
Inspiration means you re-roll one of the dice.
Oh,
Yeah, so I
perfect.
re-rolled.
Excellent.
Yay!
Awesome. Well, obviously, you
I have got some pretty good eyes. I
you
have a
saw
natural
you
perception
saw
of
some
17.
evidence, and then wait a second, it wasn't evidence. Oh, it is evidence. And indeed,
The double take.
in the distance,
The other way.
you see a trail of like brackish water. Okay, so it's you can tell that this is like the type of water you like find like the bottom of an ocean, and there's just like this trail of it leading into the distance, and it looks that it like began here, so it abruptly began here, abruptly ended here, and it's swerving into the distance. It looks to be moving with some kind of current, but it's a clear trail of, you're pretty sure of the direction this creature came from.
Fantastic. I will make note as I pop up for some oxygen.
Okay, so you pop up for some oxygen, having spent all your shape changing, turning into cats and spiders, right?
No, I think I still have one.
Oh, okay.
No, you have one. You have two. You only get two.
Is it 2? Okay.
They're well used.
I don't know. I don't have anything. I mean, it's either
that was an awesome dive.
Thank
That
you.
was a very awesome dive.
I was really happy about that.
But definitely clear evidence, and you feel that like when you get up to the water, you can feel your compass is like shaking a bit.
Okay.
The compass around your neck that we never talk about.
Well, I mean,
So-
I use it, but like, you know.
So we're gonna go up in the boat with Fox.
Okay.
Just so that we're all together.
Yep.
Brah, do you want to like see what's up with these sweet bits that we just found?
Yeah, I would like to take a peek at those.
Yeah. Like all of them, man. She's gonna cut this thing's head off though. We're gonna put it in the bureau.
Nice.
Look at that. I'd make a nice trophy. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not good at cutting. I'm good at smashing. Especially toes. And faces. Chests.
Records.
Records.
Nice.
Records.
I mean, you're on a pirate ship, so technically we could call you jacked.
I don't understand your words, little man.
So you see Kyler come aboard. I'm guessing you're coming aboard.
Good news.
They have this huge creature on the deck. Is this on the deck with the horses or on the deck with the big?
No,
crate?
this would be on the deck with
The cargo.
Yeah, he had the cargo boat. We had the horses boat. I was on the horses boat.
Okay. Huge carcass of this creature. It looks nasty.
You got it, I see.
Yeah, they got it.
Go on.
Do you,
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna behead it.
good news.
Oh. So you're.
Oh, God,
Go
Clover,
ahead,
what
tell
are you
your
doing?
news. Go ahead, tell your news.
Yep.
She's like sharpening her glaive.
Yeah. I'll hold it up.
She's like listening to you intently.
Like I
Good
said,
listener.
Clover, it's good news. Oh, it's not me.
You hear the gore.
Perfect. Okay.
Keep talking.
Not me. That's fine.
Take another shot.
Saw. You hear like metal cutting through bone.
So, pea shiver. So, good news is, let's go visit their friends or family or wherever the fuck this thing came from, because I found its trail.
Whoa.
Let's go
Oh, okay.
find some more.
This could be dangerous.
Is it the same
Or
direction
prosperous.
as the place where we want to go?
Yeah, actually,
yeah.
is it by the island?
Of course it is. I wouldn't lead you into danger.
But I can clearly see the island.
I want some
Yeah,
insight
and
to
that's
make sure I know where
clearly
we're
the
supposed to
direct.
go.
That is the direction we're
Okay.
going.
Yeah.
Is that
Um,
the direction we're going?
It is in the general direction you're going.
Well, of course it's going in the right direction. I will not lead you astray.
But
I'm a sailor. This is my livelihood. I've spent more life on the water than you have fucking probably anywhere. older than I
Clover,
yes.
as you cut
halfling or
cleanly
human
this
girls?
head
Yes.
beautifully off,
Human
you
ear, something
you
that I
see
can
that
lick.
there's a little piece of spinal column that you're like, I don't need this, and you rip it out,
Yeah.
and you look at it, and it's a little.
Oh,
Yay.
yeah, you win.
Oh shit.
Kelly didn't see me do that.
I'm like
We're on
really,
video
really
camera.
hurting.
Number 1. Do I have to throw it back and you open it?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, Kelly didn't see that.
23. We throw things a lot.
Perfect.
Big bucks, no whammies.
Perfect. Ruins. Excellent. That is so incredibly perfect. Okay. So
Way to ruin it.
you carve its head pretty good, and you've now got you're pretty sure there's some draining that you got to do
Yeah.
to keep it to get to the rate that you want it to get. And when you look into its lifeless eyes, you feel very confident that something awesome's about to happen. In which case, Kyler is what you talking about, Kyler? What's going on?
I know where we're going.
Oh, you seem to know where we're going.
I always know where we're going.
Okay, excellent. Well,
on
tell
now.
us where to go.
What way?
All right,
You know that.
all right, let's go that way.
Of course.
Hang on a second. We were gonna get the wizard to look at the
Oh, that's a
stuff
good
that we
idea.
picked up.
Great.
We
Okay.
can look on the way. We've got a sail.
Sure, you're sailing. Wizard, what are you looking at?
I want to look at the carcass, see if this is this a creature from our plane or not.
Is this a creature from our plane or not? That's an excellent question. What sort of check are you going to make for this?
Jet lag.
Is Arcana make sense?
Sure.
Yeah. 8.
An 8. You are pretty certain that this creature's origins are likely not the third realm, where so far most of the monsters you've encountered have been goblins or squirrels. And there's definitely something dark about this creature. Does anyone else have Arcana or something that they might be able to assist him with?
Arcana, no. I mean, I could make an
Insight?
unskilled check, but
Can I firstly?
no.
Can I make like a reference check? Because we watched a shitload of cages pour out of that flying boat.
Yeah.
Is this from one of those cages?
Is this from one of those cages?
Because I had a front row view of that from the ship.
It could be. It could be from one of those cages.
Is that like a memory check?
You can make any check you want to assist him.
Insight.
Sure.
If it's-
You know what? I'm more wise than I am insightful.
Okay, so you're not sure.
I got a 3.
You are start examining the bracers. The bracers have on them a strange marking, which looks a lot like this. You can copy it for your own references. It's kind of entwining, and when you look really close, it looks like it's two things entwining, but there's actually a very fine line in between them, and it's actually 4 lines that are entwining with that symbol, and it's on each of the bracers.
Do I feel anything?
Like
I'm wearing them.
You put them on.
Yeah.
They make you feel a little cold, like a dark cold, like a lonely cold.
I don't like that at all.
No, you're used to feeling like righteous and
Warm.
warm. It
Yeah.
does not make you feel. It makes you feel clammy.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm gonna take them off.
Okay, you take
Yeah.
them off. Oh,
I don't
you feel
want
better.
these.
Wrong size?
Do you
feel
want
better.
them?
I don't know. I have some bracers that
Can
are
I
pretty nice
like
already.
cast detect magic? I'm gonna cast detect magic on them.
Okay, you detect.
Yeah.
You cast detect magic.
Yes.
Yeah, you're sensing some magic coming from these
I don't have
bracers.
identify.
Definitely sensing some
Womp
magic
womp.
coming from
Yeah.
these bracers.
Level 1 sorcerer. Oh well. I don't like feeling cold and clammy. Anybody want some bracers that are gonna make them feel cold and clammy?
What's called?
Here, try them on. I'll throw them at Kyler.
Okay, you throw
They're
them
a
to
little
Kyler.
big for me.
That's true.
You try them
You
on.
wear them.
I mean, I'll try them on. It's like wearing
Legs?
dad's clothes.
Okay, you try them on.
Cover your whole arm.
They're very scaly and clammy to the touch, and you guys are like looking at them, try them on, and they suddenly tighten, and they
Well, that's better.
seem to fit you.
But there we go. Fucking time.
Giving up
How do you
magical
feel?
items.
I don't give out magic items. Don't you know that?
Yes, you do.
I don't
Apparently,
feel any
give them
different. I
up,
know what you're
don't
talking
take
about.
them.
I mean, I'm a pretty chill guy.
Yeah. Give me that pouch then.
You can go fuck yourself. This is my
All right, so Clover's like cutting off his hand. Ah, it's good. You try them on.
It's not for me.
They're not suited to you.
Yeah.
And then you point and give me that pouch.
Maybe the pouch is
What
more
pouch?
warm.
What's in this pouch, by the way? As he kind of like, what pouch?
You look into the pouch. It has a very slimy touch to
I
it,
don't want that.
and it looks like it's like dark inside, and you see like something like a little slimy something in it.
I'm gonna put my hand in that.
Okay, you put your hand in it.
Come here, you.
And you take out, and it looks like this little squirming, very large like tadpole.
Oh, look at you. I'm gonna call you George. And now
Okay.
you're mine.
Cute.
You okay?
Back in the pouch, and now
You see that the pouch like contains it quite nicely. Like when it comes out, like it's inactive, and then it starts squirming, but then you put it back in the pouch, squirms for a bit, and then becomes inactive.
Oh, so it doesn't move in the pouch?
It moves for a little bit, and then becomes inert.
This weird,
If
gross
I keep pulling
fish
him,
stuff.
if I keep like taking him in and out,
Yeah.
you just keep doing this.
You keep taking it in and
I'll
out.
take him out again, just to see if he like starts freaking out again.
Okay, so you take it out. You guys see him. He's holding this like gigantic looking tadpole. So just like a frog, baby frog.
So it like looks like a.
It
genuine
looks
tadpole.
like a big, like in your hand, it looks even bigger.
You're not the first to say that.
And at first it's inert. It's just, and then it starts slowly squirming.
I wish I had like that like light bulb, but I'm gonna burn my last spell slot,
Okay.
so I'm gonna cast it. Speak with animals again.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
You
Poking it.
you start poking
Gently.
it. And
Gently.
Say, can you hear me?
Do you understand words? Thing.
You hear no response coming from it. As you touch it though, and you're trying to communicate with it, like you get like a shiver goes up your spine. Like you just get a bad feeling.
You don't think this is a wee version of that thing?
That would make sense.
You are so mine now. The pouch, and the pouch goes on my belts now.
Okay. You put it back in the pouch, and so it's squirming like you've cast your spell, and by that time it's like really starting to get little like violent a bit. And you put it back in the pouch, and it's like really squirming about, and then it goes in there. You're fine.
So yeah, I'm just like I got detect magic going.
Okay.
Is anything else magical of the stuff that we grabbed?
Sure. So you look upon the other items. There is a faint magic about the medallion that she has. There is nothing in the charm, and he has a sash.
He has the sash.
Who has the
I wasn't
sash?
able to get it.
Okay.
You got the sash.
I wasn't
No,
able to
I got
grab
the
it.
sash.
What did you get?
I didn't get
Didn't like-
anything.
No, you got the sash. You mage handed.
He
the sash.
rolled it.
I rolled
Oh
it.
yeah, you mage handed
You
it. That's
mage-handed the
okay.
Oh,
sash.
that's okay? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. You mage handed it. You got the sash, and you got a buckle that fell off the sash.
Oh.
Well, I was gonna say if I couldn't have gotten the sash, I would have gone for the harpoons.
Sure, you can have a harpoon. They're not magical, but they have ropes
That's
connected
fine.
to them.
That's why I like it.
Yeah. So you're able to retrieve one of the harpoons that was floating down. So you have the sash. Okay. It has a little emblem on it. Very similar symbol to this, but there's extra little markings around the side. You can make an intelligence check. Sure. You're a smart wizard, aren't you?
Yeah. 17.
Excellent. The language looks to be abyssal, and it looks to be
Yes, I do.
a form of rank in some society. Like that's what you're able to make out of it.
I know Abyssal.
You know abyssal? Well, that's a horse of a different color. So you're mumbling to yourself. Looks like abyssal. And then suddenly you're like, have you told anybody that you know the devil's tongue?
I don't know if I have.
Well,
But maybe I will now.
there's a first
Top
time.
of your lungs.
There's a first time for everything to be useful.
I know Abyssal.
I can read.
Oh my god, you're totally like the Annie of the like whole party. So you got so much money and you know all these languages.
Come on.
And you love both.
Guys, I just spent
So-
like a month in hell, just so you know,
I
get the
like
culture.
They're really warm down there. Except
Okay.
for those two guys.
So now knowing that that's great that you read and write abyssal. It's a hell of a language.
50 XP for the DM.
Yay! And when she mentions abyssal, you're like, oh right, abyssal, and clearly this creature is not native to our plane, and may in fact be tied to one of the layers of the abyss.
Okay.
It is not a demon by any means, although it does have demon-esque features in that it looks like really evil. There's definitely
Can we like leave it on the
something
Just like to
something
write that.
twisted and
All right.
mutated about this creature.
Mike,
That maybe in its
very
pure
little stuff.
form was
Just
once
erase the
not
braces.
so bad, but now obviously terribly evil. So you are able to. You say, "Hey, give that to me," you know, and like, I know how to read it, because he's trying to figure it out. It's like, rock, and it's like, oh, you're saying it all wrong. How's it actually pronounced?
Rachmaninoff.
Rachmaninoff.
You need more of the phlegm. It's more of...
This is clearly an insignia. It's a rank. So this would be the equivalent of a lieutenant. And generally, you know that like the language. So it's saying third of 5, and that's like a mid rank. And just in the abyss, this is how they do things. And now that you realize that, you're looking at your medallion. And indeed, there's a bit of writing on it, and from what you can make out, more or less, it's upon the home of Kubla Ma, all shall know his gaping maw.
Gaping.
Ma,
I don't think
like
I've met her yet.
So Mon is spelled M-U-N and Ma is M-A-W. They just sound dialectally familiar.
To you to get the one thing that has gape on it.
Gape. My fault.
Wonder if he has a gaping paw too.
So, and there's something in there about the long reach.
Around?
I bet.
That nothing. That Kubla Ma's reach is through all existence. Something along those lines.
Firm yet caring.
And you definitely though get the overall, like, again, it's a couple. These are a couple words that Abyssal's actually quite short-winded. But if you were to translate, it's the best that you can do. More or less something along the lines of all that is good will be no more.
Oh.
Something along those lines.
Do I know who it's referring to though?
Something about eating good.
Eating good, good eats.
Eating the enemy. Like, you know, though, in Abyssal, like, the enemy can mean good. It can mean other evil things. It's a very loose definition. But this is definitely, on one side, you see the same symbol that's on his bracers. And on the other side, it's like kind of, it would be the equivalent of like a blessing.
Ah, cool.
Okay, and there is a
The
mild,
shades are up.
there is a mild magic that seems to be emitted from it that you can see. You don't like the magic that you
Just
see.
Ray Charles it up.
It is distinctly not bright and happy.
Okay.
That's no good.
I'm not gonna wear it. I'm just gonna put it in my back pocket.
Okay, you put it. It weighs heavily in your back pocket.
You got a heavy
Sorry,
ass.
Clover. This emblem here, you said it was lieutenant. Can I
Yes.
grab Kai and show you his arm. What does this emblem mean? What rank is he? It's very similar, but a little
I'll
different.
have you know I'm a captain, thank you.
You're tiny.
So it's the same symbol, but it's slightly different.
Big things.
It is
small
slightly different.
packages.
This symbol, you rolled like a 19 or something. when you-
Yeah.
Make
Oh
a
yeah, I did
history-
because I rolled a 14 plus 5. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I was going to make a history check or something, but that's fine. This basically it translates loosely to word across ways.
Word across.
Words across ways.
What are that? Do you think that means this is like some form of communication?
Maybe.
As in,
That
Tap
sounds
it and then
about
yell
right.
into it.
Yeah. Say like mission complete.
can
Say beam me up.
you speak their language, don't you?
Yeah.
You can read the shit.
Yeah.
Can you just, I don't know, say it's done or something?
Why do you let her wear them?
all safe?
Oh, I don't know. Just
Because if he did that, he wouldn't have everything.
I know.
See,
true.
you see, you hear one of the guys shout, who's just keenly watching you guys.
He just gets one of those like,
I would be worried, but he's so small, and I'm not worried about small people.
you shouldn't be. Although great things, small packages.
But so do terrible things. And so do useless things. They come in all sizes, all shapes.
It's true.
But all the best things are bright. And with that, Jeff is going to go over to the other ship,
Okay,
and we're going to begin piloting towards
wherever that is.
wherever that we're supposed to be going.
Okay, you do a nice little
Yes.
dash
This
and
is
jump.
how it's done.
Jump across.
I'm going to jump across the ship.
Okay, if you want, you can make a check.
I want to. I want to roll that 9.
Yeah!
15 total. 15 total.
All
15
right.
total.
All right. You're able to leap across barely, and and you straighten the equivalent of your tie and
Straighten my board shorts.
yeah, and go down.
As a cliff note, Jeff, our front ship is the cargo ship. We are
Oh.
not on the horse barge.
You guys should name your barges. If you want, you could.
We should.
Okay.
Sevi's named them already, but you could just scratch.
So I guess like I said, the dead bodies is on the horse ship. You know what? Screw. We'll say it's something. And kick the dead body down.
We got the
on
bargain
water.
barge.
We
You got the
head.
head. That's
We got
all
the
you
head.
wanted. Okay.
Yeah, Jeff has that like strapped around like a pouch.
Okay.
Because that's the only pouch I'm gonna get is this skull pouch.
Okay.
It's gonna put some beans or curry in there.
I've got it. We're riding the great barge and
That was a bad
So what are you guys
it
doing?
was.
We're
I guess you could say now I'm reaching
sailing.
around.
like
You're
usual.
sailing.
Sailing forward.
Sailing forward.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not exploring anything else.
Well, do you still
What
want
else
to try
is
that
there to
message?
explore?
No,
Like,
no, it's fine. It's
Can we try
fine.
that
You
map?
guys had a great idea, and it's great. Continue though.
Try it.
So.
Oh, okay.
You,
We're gonna do that thing.
What thing?
So we're gonna tap his thing and we're gonna
Oh
yell
yeah,
Abyssal
yeah,
into
yeah,
it.
do that. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
Make it beep.
you got that perfect. This is the right gargle. And
I love
everything.
it so much.
So, all right. So you're just gonna talk it. Are you doing anything to it first?
We tapped it twice.
No, we tap it. We're
like, as
rubbing
though
it.
we
We're
were
doing
gonna, like-
everything.
All right. Okay. So you put when you take them off. When you take them off, like it takes a little bit of work, and it's like this mucously slime that's on there, and your arms have marks now where they were.
That's okay. They'll be back on soon.
This
is great.
And you then put them on, and you say,
No, I was gonna get. He was gonna continue wearing them. We like double tapped it, and I was gonna yell into it.
okay.
Like-
So you double tap it.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me.
Luck check.
I want yours.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good one. That's a terrible
I'm
one.
gonna use the luck point.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are.
I'm
That's
gonna use the second
Use a
luck
different
point.
one. Use this one, for the love of God.
No, they're just
No.
six.
Yeah.
That's a six.
So for the you've used all your luck checks
Yes.
for almost not the combat. I love it. Okay. So you begin tapping it.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, why isn't this working? And like you get frustrated and you're just like, ah. And you tap them together and you feel like it gets
Grab his arms. And
suddenly
Ow! The fuck!
suddenly you
yourself.
feel like spines going into your skin,
Are you wearing?
like into your, and you take yourself
Ow! Clover, what the fuck?
5 points of damage,
That fucking hurts.
And-
What are you doing?
and you see the little shape
Yes.
goes from a coil and it like springs out and opens up, and then what do? You say, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck repeating that one.
Let's hear it. Can you do it?
I don't know.
give me your best shot. No, that's
Pretty good.
No.
All right, so you say, all right, so you feel like a chill go through you, and then on your other bracer, like a few seconds
She's
later.
not wearing them.
Oh, I
He is.
thought
He
you
is.
said you.
That's
took-
why he was.
No, you took them off and put them on.
Okay.
That's how I'm describing. That's
Okay.
how what I envision.
All right, that's what's going on. It was me.
Because I said the slime. I didn't hear an objection to it. So you are wearing
Yeah,
them
that's-
currently.
Okay.
Okay, you took some damage. You felt some coldness.
Mm-hmm.
The other one suddenly crackles, and you see it opens and then coils, and it says
What about my mom?
"Koshko," which you know to mean report.
Wah. Cool, guys.
You
gotta
speak
keep these
abyssal,
ones.
right?
Yeah.
something.
Oh my god. I'm gonna. Okay, so I'll pretend that I'm saying, I've succeeded in killing the Swiftstreamians.
Okay.
What
What does that sound like in abyssal?
I don't know, but the bracers also interpret the winking and shit too.
Yeah.
I got them. How do you think they wink through their gills? Like, how do you
Humor
think
me. Humor our audience.
Yeah, I got them.
Oh, yeah.
Did you like throw a
Okay.
neck break in there too? Like,
As a sneeze.
they interpret neck break as like a pause.
Okay, so again, it takes a moment.
That's their periods.
Yeah.
Okay, again, like you see the tentacles coil, they open and coil, and it comes back. How many? Okay, which is what?
All of them.
Okay, okay, excellent, all of them. Okay, so you repeat all of them.
This guy interprets it as like Swift Stream is the entire population. Like,
You've cratered.
you've
the
been
town.
gone for 5 hours. What the fuck you mean you wiped out the planet?
I'm boss.
Comes back. Identity.
Oh.
This is a term that would be who are you? Identity.
I'm gonna say lieutenant.
What's
Okay,
on
you-
like the any like identifiable like on all the our
Yeah.
we have his
On-
uniform basically.
Lieutenant
Yeah,
Clamshell.
We have this. We have
Is
this
his
size
name
that
on
has a
any of
uniform.
them?
Yeah. Like.
You,
via-
you go through all of them.
Yeah.
The lieutenant, third of 5.
Yeah.
Because Abyssal is it's very informal.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not going to have like names as you know it. Only like real high ranking. We're going to have names. So that's probably accurate enough. So you
Yeah,
repeat
I'll say Lieutenant 3.
lieutenant 3 of
5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
That beats his mind dances with shells.
Yeah.
So you lieutenant 3 of 5. You wait a moment. Okay. Comes back. Return home.
Okay, I'll just say affirmative.
Okay. You talk. Okay.
What are you talking about?
Huh.
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 So, guys, what does this all mean?
Well, clearly you've killed all the citizens of Swiss Stream. You're going
I
to
mean-
return to get your reward.
Now we gotta. Now we. Is that? Should we go? Where?
Go where? None of us understood what the fuck you just said right now. Have you
Yeah, it was
understood
pretty-
this
it was pretty
one-sided
terrifying.
conversation? I don't know what you mean.
Terrifying.
So, do the bracers did they buy you lunch? Like, what's going
No,
on?
it's like a comm to the boss guy.
So, are
in the
we about to have
abyss.
reinforcements on our ass?
No, I pretend to be this guy who's the lieutenant, and I said I'd killed us.
You killed us.
Maybe
now
maybe
what?
you have. I mean,
Maybe.
Pretty much,
You have a little foresight into the future, perhaps?
well, just out of curiosity, he'll like walk up to that one pirate that was like bad mouth and just whack.
Okay.
You feel that?
Barely.
No, we're not dreaming.
Oh. All right. Well, I mean, we
I don't blame him. I've got an 8 for strength. It's a negative
Yeah.
1,
Yeah.
so he's not that strong. It's just more of the just open hand.
yeah.
Just
Whenever you punch people, you heal them.
not you. That's your job. I just give the deadly reach arounds.
Oh my.
So what does the party wish to do?
Well, listen. I know that some of you may be interested in sneaking into the town to, pretend to be these people. I am not very good at pretty much not starting a fight. I'm only really good at starting fights.
Interesting.
Kind of a beacon.
Come on now.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're good
know?
at finishing them.
Well, yeah, that's true too. And I'm good at lighting shit up, but
Absolutely.
I feel like you guys should probably go and try and see what's going on in this fish village. And you guys probably sneak. You guys sneak down there. You distract them. I'll bring the boats with the help of these wonderful captains. Captain Gobi, is he with us?
No.
No.
You've got
Listen, I have
9
got
sailors
First mate
on each
dickhead and
vessel.
his fucking brother.
You know what? I'll make friends with him. We'll be cool. We'll bring the boats to the island if you guys want to go infiltrate the village. I mean, I don't even know what's going to be there.
But Jeff.
Problem, we can't breathe underwater.
That says you.
Well, I can't.
Well, I can't either, but I'm
None
just
of
saying.
these things would help us breathe underwater, eh?
That depends. Can I see those gauntlets a second?
Sure.
He'll put him back on, jump in the water. If I start
Okay.
drowning, then he's gonna come up for air.
You try to take them off, and they're not.
Womp womp.
Uh-oh.
They're
Why
latched
don't you
in.
try
It hurts
breathing
actually.
some water?
It hurts a little
All right.
bit.
Well, I'll try what he was trying, and I'll jump in the water and see if they help me at all to
Okay.
breathe.
You jump into the water, and you find that they help you swim, but they don't necessarily help you breathe. So you find that, like, yeah, you're able. Wow, I'm moving. I'm moving
Okay.
great.
So much you get so fast.
She looks to be swimming pretty fast.
Okay.
What else was there? There was a sash and a medallion. Yeah. And there's no way for
George is
you to make
mine.
us swim underwater, eh? Breathe underwater.
No, I do not know that type of skill yet.
That
Excuse me, Chandra. Love.
Yeah, she could do it.
You seem really gifted with this whole water working, but I was wondering, you're not only good at helping me swim, but how about breathing?
So Chandra jumps up. Oh, you're talking to me now.
Of course, because
Hey, guys.
see,
Baby, we were always talking to you.
the wonderful Jeff actually had a favor to ask of you.
Hey.
Hi, Jeff.
I'm gonna like start cantripping, like the light behind him, the fucking wind in his hair. Like Jeff is looking extremely Jeff right now.
Okay, you're looking pretty good.
Like I can hide behind him so she doesn't see anything but Jeff.
Okay.
Prestidigitation, give him a nice gentle breeze. The locks
All direction,
flowing.
an all direction
He
breeze.
is dripping Jeff.
Baby, listen.
Clover, do you maybe like take your makeup? I saw you come in. Dab. Okay.
Get a nice
Spritz is a
foundation.
Make him
perfume.
presentable.
You've got the Hefner thing as you're talking. You're still getting the makeup. I'm like, you see, a little bit more. Yeah.
I gotta bring these beautiful horses to the island. But baby, my friends need to go underwater and they can't breathe down there. I think maybe you could, help us out a little bit. What do you think? A little bit? A little bit?
You know, it might be dangerous, but if I come with you, I might be able to help you out.
Well, I'm not the kind of guy that could be, the whole sneaking underwater. You know me, baby. You know I'm brash. You know I can't hide this. So I gotta bring the boats. But these guys are gonna go a little sneaky, winky. You know what I mean? So, can you help them breathe underwater?
For you, Jeff?
For me, baby.
You do look pretty good today.
It's
I'll-
every day. It's every day.
I can help them hold their breath a bit longer. Absolutely.
you're the best.
Absolutely. But this is I don't usually go in these waters.
I'll keep you safe. I'll keep
But
you
you
safe.
won't be with me.
I'll
Can't
be
you
with
come
you
with
in your
me?
heart.
I'd feel a lot safer if you were beside me.
You couldn't stay up here
Sorry,
with me
on
while
the
they're
stream,
down there.
He's underneath me, so I'm trying to do this. Jeff is down here, so
Okay.
this means no. This is DM right now.
Okay.
You can't help them up here with me while they're down there?
Well, I'd have to go with them. I'd have to accompany them. But I can definitely extend a little bit of breathing room to them. Come with us.
I suppose I gotta go with you then, huh, baby?
I feel a lot safer.
Oh, just come, Jeff.
I mean, can you hide me? Because I can't hide me.
Yeah, I can cast darkness on your hair.
I felt fog fly.
Amazing.
Disguise now. I'll do darkness on your hair.
Yeah.
Done.
Hold on. How do we know that disguises him and doesn't kill Jeff?
It might kill him.
This might be like Hades. Like you extinguish that fire, and this Charmander's dead. Like that's how you kill Jeff. You distinguish the radiance.
Minor illusion?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking like if we do like, because we want to try to appear like these guys.
All right.
Right?
I have a
I
disguise
can-
kit.
We can use
You
this.
can disguise your
I
face.
got spice.
Yeah.
You're gonna use the mask to look like one of these creatures, but the rest of your body is still gonna look like
I
you.
got a disguise.
You have like the fish Fu Manchu
Oh no,
and
just
hide
go
it from the
down.
neck
I mean,
down.
we'll get the body and you can like hike it up like a
Oh my god!
Yes.
Oh my god, this is
Oh my
awesome.
god! It actually is really big. Like it's like the size of a horse.
You could totally fit in this.
That's fine.
Oh, this is disgusting.
So all of us will fit inside of it.
Oh my
And I'll
god!
make
Oh my god!
Trojan horse. It's gonna be
Trojan
like
horse.
it's gonna be like the horse costume,
So
but
we
this
can
is
hit
absolutely
Bernie.
more
Yeah,
disgusting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where
is
we're
like an
all
Bernie's.
inside this
Oh
one
god,
guy.
guys, this is like Human Centipede meets Halloween horse costume.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
do
down.
it.
With this hot elf chick
Meets-
that digs
meets-
With this hot elf chick.
Meets Vincent Adult Man.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Doing my job at my business.
You're gonna
job.
have to retrieve the body
At the
first.
business factory.
What are we doing here?
You gotta retrieve the body. You threw it overboard.
Yeah, you swim good
Well,
now.
no,
Why
I'll,
don't you-
I'll jump in and go
Did we
get
throw
it.
it overboard? Or I thought you were
I
keeping
kicked
the
it
body
overboard,
for
yeah.
research.
Yeah, they
Oh,
tossed it
no,
over.
he tossed it over after they took their head.
Yeah, we have the head.
Shit. I wanted to cut open the stomach.
Well,
Well,
it
we
looks
can
like
go
you're
get it.
going after it. So
Looks like you're gonna be inside of its stomach.
You never know what this thing might eat.
No, here. I'll give you a rope. Go down, tie it, I'll pull you up.
Yes, because I'm strong enough to fucking bring this back.
No, I'll pull it up. You just gotta tie this rope around it.
Oh, fair enough.
Should be
Alright.
lighter in water.
I
too.
will, from the crow's nest.
Like the
Oh wait, no,
ear
we're in the
dog.
barge.
I know.
the barge actually does have a little sail, and
I was
what
gonna say-
could be perceived as a crow's nest.
Either the sail or his shoulders, because he's the tallest one on here. But I'm.
It's more of a bird trap in case the barge is out at sea and they need to catch food. So there's like this little.
What are you doing?
He wants to climb up to do a big
Listen,
dive. it
I'll
sounds
grab
like.
him by the scruff of the neck and then just
Throw him in.
like chuck him up in the air.
Yeah!
Give him the opportunity to do a nice little.
So
double
you're
front flip.
sending the halfling with an 8 strength down to retrieve the
He's
horse-sized
got a
carcass.
rope. He's gonna tie
Oh, that
the
makes
rope
much more
around the
sense.
body.
Yeah, because as
I'm
soon as
going
you
to
said it, I
pull
was
him
like,
up.
I'm the weakest here.
I grab onto the rope and I use cantrip light to make the rope luminescent, so we can actually see down there.
Yeah, there you
Got it.
go.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
That's clever.
All right.
That's what you mean by the whole thinking your way through things.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think I could
Okay,
do
this
that,
sounds
but
like a
that was-
good plan, Clover.
Yep.
All right, you're gonna dive in.
Yep.
Make me an athletics check.
I'll give him guidance. So
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Add a D4 to it.
okay, so on top of 18,
Oh.
that's gonna be 22.
Okay, excellent. So
Oh,
you
I rolled max on the.
you dive down. You got a good throw, and you start swimming down. Fortunately, it's left a trail of biley garbage
Innards.
as
Yummy.
you go.
That's
Yep.
fine.
And you're getting down. You can start to feel your ears. You can start to feel the pressure. So clearly this thing is sinking. And you get to like just where you're like, oh, I'm gonna lose my breath. I have to turn around right now. And you can see down below you because you have a light spell going
Yep.
right now.
Yeah.
Dimly lit, but still falling. So it's like 50 feet down. You can see the creature descending.
Yeah, harpoon.
I do actually. So, what would that even call?
You got to think quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll just do that. So, using the harpoon that has rope on it.
Yeah,
That
that
I
sounds like a
still
great
have-
idea. Okay. So it is within its outer range, so its max range is 60 feet. So you will be rolling at disadvantage.
So 12 plus 16.
A 16 is a clear hit, so it punctures it, and like you're like, wow, this rope near the end, it's got like these great, like looks like things to grab and pull. So you
I will secure one piece of that rope to my rope,
okay?
and then I'll just kind of give it a tug and hold on for dear life.
Okay,
Okay.
I am gonna ask you for a strength check right now
Good luck.
to not get pulled down deeper.
Wait, strength disadvantage or just normal strength?
Normal strength is fine.
So that's gonna be 14.
Okay. All right, you're feeling like you need air really soon, and you start tying the ropes together.
As soon as he tugs it, I'm pulling it up.
Okay. So well, you're gonna tie it first and then pull it
Yeah,
up.
that's what he said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. You have something to add?
Oh no, sorry. Actually, I was gonna say if we had a short rest, I could. do
You
something, but
are
not-
currently exhausted. Your exhaustion level goes down, up 1 or down 1, however you want to see it. As you're like holding your breath, try to do all this stuff. The pressure is starting to get to you. All right, you tug on the rope.
Pull.
Okay, make another athletics check or Constitution check, actually.
a con check.
Con check. Yeah, you've been
Normal
down
or
here a little bit.
disadvantage?
Sure, I'll take a disadvantage. Go for it. Disadvantage sounds great.
Yeah, why not? Actually, no, it would be because he's got the level of exhaustion.
Yeah, you're right. See,
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah,
I knew that. I'm the DM.
Same.
Of course, I knew that.
I totally had that in my brain.
Oh.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Thank you very much. That'll be a 7.
You begin to drown.
I am drowning.
Okay. Your exhaustion level is going to go up again.
That rope's gonna start spasming.
How
You're gonna be
how
fucked
far
for a
down is he?
while.
No, we're gonna jump in to
he
save him.
swam
No,
down.
I'm pulling
He's
him
now
up,
about.
Oh no,
70
like this
feet
rope
down.
is spasming,
Do,
man.
do
Like,
I
this thing is
do
like,
I realize like it's been quite a while since he's
It's
dove
been
down?
it's been about 45 seconds, maybe almost a minute.
Yeah, no, let me pull him up. I'll pull him up.
Yeah.
I'm pulling him up right now.
Okay, so you pull him up.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gasping for breath when you pull him out and you throw him aside. Okay, and you are able to retrieve the body.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So you retrieve the body and you begin to prep for your amazing plan, and you are heading in the general direction of your compass. Now you're like right now. You need to rest. You're
Yeah, I love how he like pulls me out of the water as I'm like mid drought and just chucks me aside because we've got the body.
We got the body.
The body.
We can do
as
it.
I'm like vomiting and just around, just spasming.
He's looking rough, so I'm gonna.
I'm just drowning.
So, guys, you hoist the body out and you follow your directions. You're looking at your compass as you go. You're exhausted though, and that's going to matter next time. And you set a course in the direction that you need to go. It takes a few hours, and you find though that by going on the exact path you're going, the area doesn't seem to be as dark. And you reach to where you think this is a good place to get off. You guys have a quick scout. So the four of you go with Chandra, and you jump into the water, and you're swimming down, and you see all around her, there's like lots and lots of bubbles. So your swim is normal, but you feel like you could probably hold your breath a lot longer while you're around her, maybe an hour or more, you're not sure. So she's swimming down with you guys, and you get down to about actually a couple hundred feet, and you don't feel like the pressure is affecting you too much. It's still very, very awkward. And in the distance, just barely, there's a little bit of light shining down. You can see what looks to be a series of ruins. It looks to be an old lumber mill. There looks to be an old smithy. It looks to be like an old. There's like presumably looks like could be a tannery. It looks a lot like the northwestern corner of Swiftstream, and it's just totally submerged underwater. And there's a few other buildings, and she's like we gotta go. Like I'm running. Like this is at the end of your breath, and you can see there are several of these creatures standing guard at various points. You were able to approach cautiously enough that they didn't seem to notice you, and you've dampened his light, I believe, with a darkness spell. But
I'll
either
just turn
way,
it off.
you see beneath the waves looks almost identical to the to Swiftstream, but it's in complete ruins and underneath the water, like 600 feet under. And you guys return to your vessel and discuss your course of action. You see a door open over top of this carcass of this creature, and you see Mr. Creek step out and almost step into it. Ugh. Looks like you've been having fun. I'm afraid that today's session is over. I hope you discovered something interesting, though. If you'll follow me through, we will return to the Nameless Inn. And until next time, adventure on, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Party on, Wayne.
And party on, Jeff. So very good. You guys all step in to the Nameless Inn. And we're still going? Or okay. Okay. So good work, everybody. I award you each 350 experience for today's session. Yeah. And you got some planning to do for sure. Thank you all for being at the table. As always, we would not be able to do what we do without our adventurers. I believe we may have Torin back next week, and we are looking to have more special guests moving forward. We'll announce that later. But yeah, you can tune in. We are always on North of Nerdy. I'm pointing to someone you can't see. Oh,
hop in there, get in there.
Right.
Come on.
Whoa!
It's Kelly, ladies and gentlemen.
And
Prepare
sure.
yourselves.
Also,
The
Jeff,
volume.
the chat wants more waves.
More waves?
More waves. Hi,
I'm
chat.
just like,
How's it going? All right, so guys, this is
Welcome
the
to
Third Realm.
97.
It is a D&D show. It is awesome, filled with awesome people. It will be taking place every Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST. That's Eastern Standard Time in Canada.
woo!
Canadian.
Time zones. Check us out. Follow us on Twitch. We also have a YouTube page. If you miss anything from here, we'll be putting up as soon as we can. We do have a Facebook page. We are going to be getting on Twitter as well, so you can follow us there. On Thursdays, we have a nerdy podcast with some great guys. They have a range of people, from people who just barely watch nerdy things to the extreme comic book nerd elitists. They discuss upcoming shows, movies, anime, anything like that that's coming out. On Fridays, we have Sandra Draw Games, who hosts Road to Ranked, which is a competitive show, climbing the ranked ladder in various games. Right now she's doing Overwatch, which is great. And then hopefully, maybe this Saturday or next Saturday, we are launching our last show, which is called Quest Accepted. It is a show where a couple of us awesome people will sit down and play some RPGs and have some good times. So if you do want to catch this, feel free to like us or follow us on Twitch, and we'll see you guys next week. I'm excited.
You could Overwatch or
I loved your Abyssal. The Abyssal was perfect. I was dying.
Thank you.
It's a
It's like she's naturally fluent.
Yeah, totally. Abyssal, so.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you very much for our 10 viewers. We actually had 10 viewers like the entire evening. It's pretty great. Yeah, we actually a little over that.
Thank
but yeah.
you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, all.
And until next week. So I'm going to give you back to Lorenzo.
Biddy, you rock. Thank you for watching.
This has been The Third Realm.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank all of our participants once again. I want to give a shout out. That lightning bolt move was awesome. It was spectacular, drawing them out, and that was very inspiring. I could see that very well. I like your shape changing, my friend. It's not as practical as you might think, being a cat or a spider on a seagull, but you made a flock of seagulls work for you. Clover, always a pleasure. I think you're gonna have fun with those. I love when I discover that a player speaks a language that I'm like, oh, they're not gonna be able to communicate with these things. That should be interesting. Hence the gargled Aquan that you were able to speak. You guys made an encounter really awesome, and it was really fun to play out. So thank you all, and then Jeff, love you, Jeff.
The amazing Jeff.
You're a flaming ball of glory.
Light, brah.
So
Just
thank
light.
you all so much. I can't wait till we have to see what's next, and you guys, good job. Okay.
Don't forget, you have to watch to figure it out.
Yeah.
And third
Tune in
round
next
players, there's bonuses for
Yeah.
watching.
Follow us on Twitter.
I keep making these
Yeah,
up.
why
but
not?
eventually
We
when you
got a
watch-
third round account. We got it.
Totally, yeah.
We do. And we have a Facebook page.
We're
The
professional.
website needs work, but
Which one?
Eventually, we'll have Twitter handles for our characters that you can join the
that
Twitter
would be
at.
fun.
we
Be
will.
hilarious.
We're learning as
Yeah.
we go.
If you have
So
questions,
thank you.
comments.
10 people, patience. That's amazing. Awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. And none of them were robots, right? And none of them was us.
Nope.
So already better than many things that I've seen.
Wait,
so,
we can tune in.
tune into our own show to increase the ratings? No.
I wouldn't do that. Are you kidding me? Where's my
That's not the
phone?
way to go. And you know what? Actually, by all means, throw suggestions, stuff you'd like to see.
Express to your
What we're all
friends,
about.
much like herpes. We stick around.
When was the last time you saw an underwater adventure, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like Legend of Zelda. We'll actually beat it.
It's like
Yes.
Mario. It's frustrating.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes,
me.
thank you. Thank you very
Bullshit.
much. Do you have any other words?
Be excellent.
Welcome to the Third Realm, and good night.
Adios.